loser, bro.
What up? We back. New episode of Just Landed in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Got new cast, new panel. Got my people on here. Look, what we gonna do, I'm gonna have everybody introduce themselves, starting with you. Let them know who you are.
My name is Jade Angelle.
Shit, Jay, let them know what the fire is and you know what you do, you know, shit like that.
My name is Jade Angelle. You can follow me on Instagram at the Jade Angelle. Twitter, that's pretty much all my social handles. And I do music. I have a nonprofit for mental health awareness. And that's about it.
You do music, what you do? You rap, you sing, what?
I sing.
You sing, man, sing something.
Live music. Right now.
Right now.
You ain't put that in the job
Right, you didn't say that. You gave it a talk.
Yeah, I just want to see if you was on go, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, who we got next, man?
We got Biggz, you heard me? Instagram at Biggz is a hit 225. Right now I'm doing miscellaneous things. We ain't gonna talk much. And pass it to this pretty young thing next to me.
Biggz, you being real inconspicuous today, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know, it's just Biggz, and you know, it's Biggz on social media. I'm really doing miscellaneous things, so I'm gonna pass it on over to my girl.
I be doing real world stuff. I'm not a social media. You know?
We on TV, this ain't no social media.
Nah, man, it's just, I ain't really.
Are you anywhere? Well, where
I'm
can we
everywhere.
find
That's
it?
the problem.
On the street. You just said.
Well, just look for it. Miscellaneous.
I ain't said nothing about no
Wherever they do
streets.
miscellaneous stuff at, that's what Biggz gonna be at.
That nigga just say y'all shit doing.
I mean, I might be cutting yards. I might be scaffolding. I might be sandblasting. I might lay around there and drive an Uber. Nigga, I be doing stuff.
You hustle. I ain't nothing wrong
So
with
it's just,
that.
I don't, you know, that's why I say miscellaneous. I might come and clean your gutters and get the cat out the tree.
Well,
That's what's up. Look, we gonna go ahead and pass it out.
Look,
Look, I'm keeping G
What
with
you
you.
thinking?
I don't even know.
Okay, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Biggz. I just wanted you to talk a little bit more. That's all.
that was it.
So who we got next?
Okay, so yeah, I'm Ayana. Instagram, Yannie Badass. What I do? I do a lot of shit. Bartend. I design my own clothes. My Instagram for my clothing brand comes out in October. Rendezvous Rebel. So be on the lookout. And that's about it. I like to drink. I'll get you fucked up.
Well, shit, we might have to hey, come on. I got a drink too. You know.
Right.
So you gotta keep that in mind, though. You know what I'm talking about? That's what's up.
Yeah.
So who we got next?
Okay, well, I am Sha Boogie, and you can find me on Instagram at I Am Glam Hustle. I am a comedian. I own an edibles business, Sha Boogie Treats, shameless plug, and I also do Glam Hustle, brand management, and public relations. I'm just like my boy over here, but it just ain't that kind of miscellaneous shit. But I be everywhere too.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you, I heard about you through my nigga Seabass, so shout out to that nigga Seabass.
Shout out to Seabass, because I actually started my my comedy with him in Howard Hall, and I did the Seabass cast we did 3 seasons. So yeah, that is my dog.
That's what's up. Hey, look, I don't know if I can say it on camera. We had it out, it's fucked up. But I heard Frankie got the edibles from you.
Yes, Frankie got the edibles
So
from me.
you Miss Edible Up.
And it. And it's so crazy, like Miss Edible Up. And it was crazy because Frankie came to me through K-Mac. And so K-Mac was like, my homeboy got a video coming up, and Frankie came through. And next thing you know, I was watching the video next thing, I was like, he really used them. And so, and I started it during the pandemic. And I'm not gonna lie, my shit bang. And the best part about my food is that you don't taste the cannabis in it. That's the best part about it.
Right.
That's what's up. So look, man, we gonna go ahead and jump straight into it, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about some current topics, some current shit that's going on. The first topic I wanna talk about is, man, I caught a news article a few days ago, and the base was talking about how a lot of these jobs are like real low on employees right now. So they're gonna do it to where they're gonna stop drug testing people. What y'all feel about a lot of these jobs like drug testing people?
Should have been.
I was gonna say, I think that's what it should be regardless.
We feel like, I run the edibles business. And I'm gonna just tell you like this, most of the time I have always been fucked up at work. So you work better when you got a little, pick me up in your system. Then if you think about it, half your employees on Xanax and half your employees are on benzos, Xanax, half your employees on Adderall, amphetamine, prescription shit. So what a little weed gonna help? And I'm like this too. If they not fucking up on the job, leave them people be, cause
she just talking about weed though.
Exactly.
No, I'm talking about everything. Cause cause think about this with Wall Street.
So if my nigga go on break with a belt tied around his, you know what I'm saying, on that straight.
Hold on. What he said was they are bypassing employees as far as drug testing concerned. Now, if your dog on heroin, most likely he ain't coming to get a job.
But what I'm saying is, if that nigga tried to get
and guess what? If he can do his job after he take that belt off.
Sha, let me land on this though. He might have got that job so he can get his heroin.
Exactly.
You know
so you got a problem with that? Because guess what?
No,
that's that man on.
What I'm saying is, we can't say how something affects him. Like, yeah, I'm focused on killing. It make me put one. If I got 1,000 thoughts, it make me consolidate them bitches one at a time. Yeah. Go on to do one at a time,
right.
And I do my dab. But they got some motherfuckers who go to wig and I don't know.
But guess what he said though?
He get his job if he
right. Thank you. So if they said bypassing the drug test now too. Okay, say he passed the test and then he come there. Well, they got metrics, so they gonna find out if he fucking up or not.
Hopefully, because motherfuckers getting jobs without even having to meet nobody in person. It's straight internet shit. That shit fucked me up. Because my old ass learned you got to dress right and look them in the eye. Yes, sir, firm hand, shaking shit like that. Now these motherfuckers do everything online.
Because
so this motherfuckers getting jobs, you don't know what that nigga is till he on the set.
But that's the world we
That's the world we live in.
So if this is a motherfucker who got on the job straight off the set and need to get a bang, you heard me? And he cooling.
Okay.
And today, because he had his shit in his system, but tomorrow he ain't got his shit in his system, and we ain't drug test this motherfucker. And he go to doing some,
he fired because of a violation.
Turnover rate. That's it.
Now watch this up. They had a motherfucking clip on YouTube one time. This nigga had a forklift, and he in the warehouse. That nigga laid around and knocked one shelf over, and that one shelf did a domino effect for that whole motherfucking room. Now, yes, that nigga fired, but all that work fall back on who?
Wait, why you go far fast?
No, I'm just saying.
Because what with the initial
point.
Because this is what the initial point was, them bypassing drug tests.
Okay.
And then too, you gotta think about it. Whenever they say drug test, they mean weed, because they're not going to give you a job if you got coke or opioids in your
I'm
system.
cool with the weed with you.
So,
but what I'm talking about is, if you did that bitch just say drug test, not barring these drugs. That bitch say drug test. And I know there's a lot of drugs out
here. They put all that in the title.
It's some drugs out here. White folk huffing paint and all kind of shit. It's real.
To kind of get, I guess from your perspective, I guess you're saying like if somebody's on a certain drug, their performance might not be up to par.
It's a possibility of that.
So my thing is, I don't think ultimately, how can you, one, stop someone getting an opportunity before they can even fuck up?
Okay.
Two, if, let's say, okay, I am working forklift and I fuck up and drop pallets, and I'm pretty sure when you sign up for that job, whether you are intoxicated, have been intoxicated within the last 3 days, if you drop the pallets, you drop the pallets. It don't matter if you had
H in your
system or not. You're either going to reciprocate what you dropped, or you're gonna lose your job.
Right.
Let me land on this, y'all. So how would you feel if y'all was taking a flight and you found out y'all pilot was loaded?
We already in the air?
Did you not see that guy who had been flying
For
planes for 20 years and didn't even have a pilot's license?
Look, let's keep it G. Everybody's tolerance ain't the same.
And okay, but also too, you gotta think about it.
Performance.
Whenever you fly, when you go to the flight lounge, most of the pilots at the bar, so they flying drunk already. And then if we already in the air, Yannie, I don't know about you, and Jade don't know about you, but we already in the air.
And I be fucked up on the plane.
All right, exactly, because Yannie done mixed drinks, and I got edibles, so fuck it.
I done been fucked up on the plane
and woke up whenever they was just getting off.
I don't know. I know it's a big difference between a clear-minded motherfucker and a motherfucker who, you know, and we can't tell. We don't know what anybody going through, what anybody, how anybody is like, and everything
but
like that. So yeah, accidents can happen from a person who clear-minded, but at the same time, if it turns out, it's a difference if I crash the car sober, and then if I crash the car under influence, I get a different charge for that. You see what I'm saying? So if we gonna do that like that, that shit got to play along with everything else in
so
my
if we
mind
wanna
because the point y'all saying is, oh, that shit could happen anyway. You see what I'm saying? Okay, well, shit, all kind of shit can happen anyway. But if I know this nigga get on that dope and he go to shaking and falling asleep and all that
but what they
shit.
say, okay, so how are you going to find out? Because if they are, he bypassed the test. So if he because he said that they are bypassing drug tests. So say that Tony bypassed the test. When are we gonna find out that he gone off that shit?
Hey man, look.
Are we going to find out? Because like you said, everything is a possibility, and they're also functioning.
No, that's what y'all
addicts.
said.
You just said it too.
No, I just said it because of y'all.
So, but
y'all
everything,
pointed
it is a possibility. But what I'm saying is, you can't count him out before he started.
Okay, I wish it was like that because I know it's a plenty of motherfucking jobs I couldn't get on that dope, and I understood why, and nobody questioned shit.
When you say
you know
dope,
what I'm saying? I mean,
but when you say dope,
weed,
because we
you know what
not
I'm saying?
dope, right? Yeah,
I'm a big nigga, so I had to wait more than 30 days for
I
this
know
shit to
you
be
did.
gone. So okay, bam, she did that. But look, it's cool though. You know what I'm saying?
If you're going to
I understood.
it should be for
something harder than cannabis.
something like fentanyl, something
And
like
opioids and coke,
heroin,
that's what I'm
opioids
saying.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
But ultimately, we all know the drug test is for marijuana.
Because that's it.
I mean, opioids is out of your system.
They got
in a
motherfuckers that do
day,
alcohol
2
tests
days,
and
3 days.
everything.
It's no way you're gonna keep up with the opiate. It's no way you're gonna keep up with a fentanyl. It's no way you're gonna keep up with coke.
Yeah, you could.
So look,
If you catch that,
final thoughts on this.
I mean,
final thoughts on this. Everybody want anything else to say?
Final thoughts, giving people a chance.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I feel you, man. It's a motherfucker. I can't get no chance.
I've been around some
And
shit.
that come from
I ain't
judgment
lying.
and
In spirit,
and
right? I mean,
for a
common
job.
sense, right? Like if they coming up there and you
I
see
know a
clearly.
dope head when I see one.
Honestly, you can't have certain shit. You
I
can't
know
have
somebody
it.
on
Dope is crazy.
Adderall when I see it.
I'm gonna wrap up with this. I know some niggas that's on that H that'll fuck your head up that they on that H. You know what I'm saying? Cause they hide it very well.
They functioning.
Yeah, but everybody don't. And just the way the question was framed was no drug test. And the fact that I know that there's so many drugs that you could be motherfucking taking, I took that into account, all the motherfuckers. Not just, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel me?
So look, I'm gonna move on from that. I'm gonna talk about this topic. I seen this on Instagram. I don't know if y'all familiar with the rapper Scarface. He just had a kidney transplant from his son. And basically, you know, his son gave up his kidney, whatever. Let me ask y'all a question. If you knew your daddy needed a kidney, but he was an alcoholic, would you give your father your kidney, number one? And number two, would you give him your kidney if he told you, I ain't gonna stop drinking, would you give him his kidney?
Fuck no. Why am I giving you the kidney? You gonna fuck over it? That's me. Like you telling me, I'm giving you the key. Here we go with the drugs. I'm giving you the keys to my car, and I know that you done sat here and drink all of this. Why am I giving you my car if I know you drunk?
Nah, your kidney might be able to hold alcohol. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to function. With the last question, you know what I'm saying? The fuck?
That was me though. That's just me though.
I agree with her.
So you asking us?
You gonna slaughter my shit?
If we would
Yeah, would you give
donate my kidney?
To your daddy, to someone who tell you,
That's an alcoholic.
yeah, and they not gonna stop either.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
I
But
think
I'm
I-
alcoholic too.
Why you won't give him a kidney?
I'll give him my kidney. That's my daddy. I love my daddy. I mean, if you don't love your father, you say, oh, okay, well, yeah, he needs it, but just because he told me he's gonna go back to doing the same things, so you're not gonna give him that chance to live again? Cause without it, it's gonna fail.
Is he gonna die?
Yeah.
Without a kidney?
Yeah, it's gonna fail. So it's gonna fail. So
I feel like
That's why I
it'll give
said,
him a
hey, I ain't gonna lie to
reset.
you, I was like that. You cold blooded, man. You know, like,
But honestly, too, I'm gonna be real with you too, and this is coming from me with my father too. So this isn't a father like, you know, this is on me. So honestly, no, I'm just telling the truth because of, and it's not that I don't love him because I love my father to death. However, that's just me.
So let me ask you this: if you know you ain't gonna never see your father again because you didn't give that kid,
I don't see him now.
uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? So that's what it'll be different. Okay, wow. Let me tell you, my father and I are estranged. So it's like my father and I have been estranged for 3-4 years now because his daughter that he had after me, because I'm 45 and I have a 16-year-old sister that my father had, and he abandoned her too. This child reached out to me on Instagram, told me, if you talk to our daddy, can you tell him happy birthday? That was all this child did, and she's never met me in her life. I texted this dude, told him that, and you stopped talking to me completely. All the way down to you in Tennessee, you come home to Louisiana, and you don't see me. My mother has literally been at a funeral with this dude, and you've been a couple of seats behind. Now, have we had a relationship? You're fucking right. We had an awesome relationship. But since the conditions are like this, what, I'm gonna give you my kidney so you could run off again with my shit? Now, if you was somebody who was around and you deserved that kidney, but in my eyes, my father does not deserve that kidney. That's me though. I would buy juice and everything else for Yannie daddy and Jade daddy. What y'all daddy need? Y'all need me to sit at the hospital? But my daddy, boy, boom, nah, he wouldn't get it.
Damn.
You said to be real. You told me to be honest.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like you told me to keep
If we talking personally, yeah, you know, a nigga daddy don't drink, so that's something different. But from the question that you said, and I know he about to trash my shit, like I don't know, I'm gonna be convicted about that shit. Like damn, thug, like I got a son too.
Right.
What if my son need a motherfucking kidney?
Right.
God just say nigga your kidney bad.
That's what I'm like too. Like what's like yeah, that's two.
I might need my own damn kidney.
I need both of them. That's why I got two. Shouldn't have fucked over yours.
Oh, she trying to get a nigga.
What if you had to get up that kidney, but they told you too that you can't drink no more either?
So he ain't got 2 kidneys no more?
Nah, that nigga lost both of them.
Wait, and how he lost them from drinking?
Shit, I don't know.
Of course, he lost them for drinking. So what, you gonna flush my shit out again? You shouldn't have flushed yours.
That's 3 kidneys.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, let's keep it G. Everybody in life make mistakes.
Man, that ain't no mistake. You don't get kidney failure 3 days of drinking. This 60 years of popping more than Miller Lite.
All right, y'all. So just for this question, we go take a shot of this sleek vodka. Just for
one
that.
kidney.
So 1 kidney. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, 1 kidney clip.
That was real smooth. It makes you not believe it's real vodka.
Boy, that tastes like the cream inside.
That's that chocolate Russian right there.
That's right. Oh,
my
God.
Let me
Did
tell
you see
you
how we
something.
all stopped though?
You see this here?
Tastes great.
And I looked
That
at you
whole right
as a
there, the devil.
bartender.
This bitch right here, the devil.
I'm like,
Cause you gonna drink this whole bottle, cause you ain't gonna feel a motherfucking thing.
Like, and I don't even drink vodka.
Yes.
Fam,
You did
that
that.
gon' fool you.
Oh my
that
God.
gon' fool you. You 5 cups in for you realize.
Yeah, you
done
realize you fucked
Cause
up.
that shit tastes like
Yeah, and by the
cream.
time you realize you done made a lot of bad decisions,
What that is? The hostess? What the little thing? The little cream?
Yeah.
That's what that whole tastes like.
it
On
does.
life.
It's
On life.
real chocolatey. Yeah.
Damn,
The whole, the black one with the thing on the top. Ding dong.
That's
Yeah,
the ding
them all-
dong.
yeah.
Ding
that's
dong.
what that taste
And
like.
it's still like a ding dong and a Tootsie Roll like.
Let's go back to this.
Yes, that's awesome.
You
So
get
y'all
that
give
sis.
them, Pam, y'all give them y'all kidney now.
Yes.
Man.
Bitch, you ain't really touch on this, man. Come on, man. You speak on it.
Cool.
You sound like a nigga already asked you.
Like,
He don't want to.
Cause bitch, you know what I'm saying, nigga, you know, the situation is if he told me he gon' that's why I'm kinda like fucked up here, cause I love you, my nigga. I do. I wouldn't be the great young man that I am today if you hadn't spread your seed, my nigga. So I wanna help you, but
however, maybe
nigga,
his
if you
time
gonna do that
up.
like that, I feel some type of way.
Your life is over. I got
You
some
know what
more
I'm saying?
time in
You
me.
made your choices. It's time for me to make my
Right,
choices.
like,
My kidney.
I fuck with my dad, man. I go ahead and let you have it, you know what I'm saying? If I'm fucked up off a kidney, man, I just go ahead and another nigga, man.
Who the fuck gonna be? Where you gonna get it from? eBay?
Man, my brothers about it.
Well, why your daddy asked your brother then?
Because that means y'all the same blood type.
Right, y'all got siblings. You better go
I
somebody else.
got niggas who owe me money, man, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gonna get it regardless. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm kinda leaning to still giving it to him because at the end of the day, I'm like, you know, I do my dad, whatever anyway. And then death is a part of
Just know y'all
you know,
blessings
just,
gonna come
you know,
back.
Everything niggas call a blessing ain't necessarily a blessing.
Don't
and
do
all
that.
shit.
Don't do
No, because people only call blessing the good shit that happened to them. And sometimes
that's bad. That's
no,
bad.
sometimes you need bad shit to know
Sometimes
to happen to
bad
you
shit
so
is
you can
just
learn some good shit.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you
So,
why.
you know
Man,
what I'm saying? That's a
you gotta
blessing.
Get your shit right, nigga.
Right. Because if you don't die, it ain't no bad
Think
shit.
about
If
this.
you learning, it's a lesson.
You think if you pray for patience, God just snap his finger and you got patience? Or
Hell
he put you in
no.
positions the way you got to be patient to
No,
learn
it's
how
a
to
work
be
in
patient.
progress.
So what I'm saying is that work in progress ain't necessarily always positive, but it end up being something positive for you when you make it through.
Yeah, that's why it's
So
progress.
all that shit was a blessing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It ain't,
So what if you give
know.
him your kidney and he died?
Giving the kidney.
I mean,
is
hey man, he was meant for him to die.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying? Like
it was me that
you
did
can't run me that bit. How much time I got?
Look, it's called an organ donor. Look, if you die, you got my kid. Let me get that back, man.
Man, so you think that kidney gonna go from your body
It's
to
gonna go
his
to
and
the
back to
organ
yours?
donor.
Like that kidney tired. That kidney say fuck this. He's not going. That kidney say it's not going in another helicopter in a
I'd rather
cooler.
take that tired ass kidney to no
Fuck.
kidney.
You know what? That's just not.
I
Make sure
don't know,
our
man.
daddies
You
don't
know what
eat no
I'm saying?
fucking.
We all
kidneys.
gotta die some kind of way. I get it. I get that man that
Shit.
shit. If something happened to me there with it, it was my time. I ain't had nothing to do with that. I decided, Pop's gonna get that hoe. You heard me? He gonna get mine.
All right, so look, Jay, you give me kidney up or not?
I'll give my kidney to my dad. If he absolutely needs it.
You sound like you a little reluctant though.
I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, you said you.
we. See,
I'm not there.
Oh, she French and Spanish.
You so silly.
Okay. So look, we gonna move on from that. I got another topic. I'm gonna just throw this out there. Y'all ain't fucking with it. Move on. What y'all think about Joe Biden and the work he did so far?
cut it.
Please.
I bring Trump back,
Please.
with his wig.
Because we got money under Trump.
And he was.
And it's-
did a lot of
he did
stuff
his shit,
for the
like,
black
He
community.
was
did.
for the American people as
people.
Biden all the way out in fucking Afghanistan doing shit we don't even know about.
But Biden is
But
a
he's not
career-
doing nothing here.
I'm sorry, Mom. I did not mean to interrupt you.
No, you good. Go ahead.
But we think about it. Biden is a career politician. Biden is the same motherfucker that fucked over Anita Hill with the Clarence Thomas situation. Biden is fucking Capitol Hill. Trump came in as a regular motherfucker. That's why they couldn't fuck with him. Unfortunately, I know I'm gonna make a few people mad with this one, but Trump came in and used executive power out the gate. Obama didn't play with his executive power. He was
Right.
afraid to.
Right.
When we thought Obama was gonna do what Trump did, honestly.
Right.
And then when it come down to people talking about Trump not racist, nah, that man about money. That
That's
Trump,
about it.
and he did what he had to do. He played the game how it go. I rally up these cuckoo people too, cause I need their votes. It's not his fault how far that them people took it.
he need their votes. He need their money.
And I'm sorry, this situation with Haiti, out of them pictures wouldn't have looked like that with Trump. Biden acts like they not surprised, but like Angela Rice said, who the fuck put in the budget for whips? Homeland Security, who gave the Border Patrol the whips?
I'm keeping G with you. Them niggas waiting on this day.
You know it, Ben.
Look, let me tell you something. The budget of was been spent. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they been waiting to crack them out.
It was a way to whip a nigga.
They hadn't just dropped them bitches. They been waiting to break them out.
But my question is, because I still don't know, I read up on the situation, but how did those people get there?
Through Mexico.
Hey, but look.
But-
From the ships. They got on different ships from Haiti. Because that's how they came through.
My main thing is.
And got to Mexico.
What she said was Trump was about money. And I feel like that's kind of what his whole administration was about, him making money. Him having supremacists and having that's something that he's been a part of since before he got into
And
politics.
that's
That's something that's inherited into their culture.
Right.
Period.
He's a white man.
He's a white man with money, and that's what they invest in, and that's where they come from.
Right.
Period. So that's something he's been a part of since before the election even started. Biden is just a government puppet.
Yeah.
Period. And what sound good, what look good, is what he gonna do on camera. Period. Behind closed doors, it's a different story. From Afghanistan decisions to the immigration decisions now, I feel that the whips being in the budget, honestly, that is what they use for horses, and that just happened to be what they used to whip their ass while they was walking past the water. But the fact, my main question is, what is the difference
But obviously they had some wild shit though. All things though, they had them whips ready. Like
Yeah, they had them whips
You know what I'm
ready.
saying? He had a baseball vest. Don't you know? Like you be like, damn, this whip, this right here.
My main thing is past the significance of the whip because it's so much bigger than just that picture to me. My question is, why, when other people come to this country, Mexican, even though they treated badly under the Trump administration and how they were treated, Mexicans and let's just say anyone from Mexico and anyone of African descent in any kind of way that comes here is given a hard time when they have nothing. But you let Asians come,
Right.
But you let Afghan people come, you let Canadians come,
Yeah.
you let people from all over Italy, I'm talking about
Everybody.
all over who go through the same process. They come here with nothing.
Right.
And you don't deport them because you know they're here with nothing and you know they have to get a job to pay the fees to get a green card. They have to get a job here. How else are they going to pay for citizenship if they're coming here with nothing and they have to get citizenship? How are they going to do that if they don't get paid under the table without taxes because they don't have citizenship? How is that going to be? That's the problem. There's no organization to what do I do when I come here as an illegal person? Where do I go?
They don't want you here. That's why there's
Where do I go?
there's
They don't
nothing.
want Mexicans and they don't want anyone of African
Well, they
descent
don't want
here.
any person of color. Well, I don't know if the Asian people.
Asian people come here and they're supported. They're donating money. They're giving citizenship.
Ever since this COVID situation happened with China, the Chinese ain't been welcomed over here as much as they used to.
How ain't? Because when we was notified, they ain't shut a goddamn thing down on the border for them to come in. But you stopping Haitians from coming in.
Right.
But
You ain't stopped nobody from China coming in, period.
they did. Biden did pass the Asian American Act of law. Yeah. So they did stop the hate.
They
The
stopped
hate.
hate crime.
Where
the
the
hate
fuck did
crime
the
against
Asian?
them.
Who was hating on Asians though?
Because of COVID, everybody was treating. They say everybody was treating them different just because of COVID.
No, they wasn't.
So
fuck
that's
us.
why he passed a bill towards them. But they think the people of color from the African countries, Mexico, South America, they think we don't have anything to offer. That's why
what it is.
we not allowed. Well, we're not allowed the illegals. They don't want them. They don't want them here because they think we don't have anything to offer. They don't have anything to offer. They look at us now as Black Americans. We're entertainment. We get paid for entertainment purposes.
They've been legit.
Yeah, we get to corporate jobs, but that's 10-15% of us. The rest of us get treated like slaves in jail, entertainment in the streets, entertainment on TV. They look at us like, if you walk around, like where I work at, if you look at any custodian, they're all Black. You don't see an old white woman as a custodian because that's not what she's supposed to do. They want that old Black woman as a custodian because in their mind, yeah, it's a job, they're getting paid, but that's still slave work. We still peasants doing their work.
That's the foundation that
It
they
ain't.
put out. That's what they
It ain't
created
nothing else, nothing more. Like we doing their work. We keeping the lights running. McDonald's, teenagers, $15. You could be 14, 15, 16. Teenagers, Black teenagers, working. That's slave work. That ain't. Yeah, they making money. Yeah, they doing their thing. That ain't nothing for them to know. They not learning nothing at McDonald's. They learning how to flip a burger, package that, give it off, selling it for somebody else. That's customer work.
Hustler, give me some designer down, nigga, and I'm on a mallet. On them Perkins and them eddies on my body. Smoking gas, somebody fight it. Don't be playing with that little pussy, I can buy it. Yeah, up shit, I can't be fucked with it. Bitch, up shit, I can't be fucked with it. Bitch, up shit, I can't be fucked with it. Bitch, up shit, I can't be fucked with it. I can't be fucked with. That's on Jesus, that's on God. Savage life, bitch, you know I got my people. What up? I'm too turned, yeah, bitch, I'm out the meter. I'm from Scotland, number 3, Jacoba Stevens. status got me itching. Bitch, I'm itching. Got my burner, got that fire, got that kitchen. I got that kitchen. I do the most, I'm so extra.
All the quarters full up. 6 in the town.
They say they don't want none, yeah. I'm an icon, I'm a python.
Doja burn.
Hey, well, look, we
I
back.
forgot the topic.
Well, look, we took a brief commercial break. You know, shout out to my sponsor. You know, shout out Images Apparel Bar. Shout out to I Got Drink. Shout out to all the other niggas that fuck with me. But we gonna jump back into we was talking about Biden, this administration, everything going on. Anybody else want to speak upon that?
We have to remember that the Republican Party was not the party against blacks in the beginning. It was the Democrats, because the Democratic Party started in the South. And before then, if you think about the Democratic programs, the Democrats want to say we're about helping the people. No, you're about welfare, but you're about public housing. And like you were saying before, that's how it's set up, it's systematic racism. That's what it is. So of course we're gonna give you free housing and we're gonna put everybody together in the worst area in the world. But what we tell you, at least we gave you free housing.
And feed you bullshit food.
Exactly. Think about this too. When I was at Southern in social work, there's a book called Blaming the Victim. And it basically says about the fact of, think about it, Vietnam was the downfall of the black family, because whenever our men came back, they couldn't stay with our mamas and our aunties because they were getting welfare, and they told them if you have a man in the house, you can't get your welfare benefits. Well, her husband coming home from the war and she's barely working. So she had to choose. We've always had to choose survival over our men. So that's why our men feel like we abandoned them, because the first thing they say is, well, we abandoned y'all. No, baby, we had to still survive. Because when you went to the war, we still had these children.
It's still like that today.
And it's like, exactly, and everyone loves to say, slavery is over, slavery is over. No, the fuck it's not. That shit is generational. It brings it down. It's the reason why, and Yannie and I were just talking about the fact of, with black women and black men right now, we do so much fucking finger pointing instead of just saying, we get it, we both fucked up. But who gonna step up and say, let's do this as a team? Because if we are the entertainment, because we are, if we didn't build this motherfucking country, because we did, why can't we build enough to bring our shit back? There are enough billionaires and millionaires and NFL and professional athletes that we can start our own fucking league. But you got so many niggas who want to coon for $1.
Well, look, I'm gonna be honest, not to cut you off. I don't necessarily agree with you on that.
Tell me
I'll
that.
you why. Because at the end of the day, who cut them checks? For them niggas to be millionaires and billionaires, a bigger person with more money is giving them that money. And at the end of the day, are they gonna open the doors to allow for you? Because at the end of the day, you can start your own football league, right?
Right.
What arena you gonna play in?
Okay, here we go. You have to think bigger than that, because you have a whole fucking culture of black people that got money. So you just, let me see it through. What I'm saying is this: if we decide that we want to open up a league and everybody understand that this is how it's gonna go, well, them players, I would really believe that the players with integrity will come and say, I know you can't pay me $240 million, but I'll take $24 million. Because in reality, I'm just saying that the way you put it was like we'll never be able to do
But
it.
Sha, let me land on this. For instance, you gotta have somewhere to play.
Right?
When you have these arenas and stadiums, they bypassed by the government in order to even be put there.
Okay.
So if the government ain't fucking with you, you not playing them.
Right? But have
So-
we tried?
But that's
Again?
the government. Okay, so the network comes in play when we have the black lawyers, the black judges. You gotta get them, but they still, the legislators,
Everybody.
they still stuck. Cause the only reason why they got there, cause that white man put them there. Like,
So
if they voted, then people put them there.
So my thing is, as far as the Biden administration, I feel like every administration in the history of America has never been to help us. I don't care if we voted for him or we didn't.
Right.
Including Trump administration, including this administration. When it came down to vote, it was hard to vote because all motherfuckers corrupt and all of them, it's not in the interest of us as a people. And I feel like to start fixing that, we have to start focusing on the system for what it is and beat the system just like they did. And at this point, it's so fucking watered down with white people from the age of goddamn almost 110 that if we don't start putting more people with our views and our skin tone with our views in the House, in the Senate, in every state, in the judges' positions, in the White House positions, we're never going to be able to fix the problem. We can point the finger, we can say we got all this money. You can have all this money, but if you're not physically in this racial system that's set up for us to fail, that is set up to control our mindsets, to control what we're eating, control our income, control what our children are learning. It controls literally everything that we know, period, from our grandparents, our great-grandparents before that, and it's just brought down. I feel like now we have a generation of youth that is aware of where we were misled. But if we don't start putting ourselves in those higher positions and getting the white vote down and getting our vote back up and getting white House and white Senate out of the fucking House and Senate, and more younger black people or younger diverse people and diverse thinking people in each state in all of those roles, we ain't gonna get nothing done, because it's gonna constantly be a bill that'll never be on the floor that's gonna be for debate. It'll constantly be a bill that is on the floor, but you don't have enough of the right people in the House and Senate voting on it for it to go anywhere that's gonna benefit us. So Biden administration is just bullshit to me. You're not helping. If you're not changing the Jim Crow law that's still in place
at all,
I don't want to hear shit about anything in Afghanistan. I don't want to hear shit about another country and what they got going on. We have problems here in our own country that are the same problems in other countries that you're trying to fix.
How are we trying to liberate women in Afghanistan, but we still can't get equal pay?
We're not liberated here. You don't have.
We still can't get the equal
Black
pay.
people don't have the same opportunity as white people. Mexicans don't have the same opportunity as white people. It's so many people that don't have the same opportunity, just like in other countries that we're trying to fix. That how you gonna fix something when you ain't even
doing it here?
Can I land on this right quick? Now look, I don't really want to get into the bad thing, because as a black man who kind of leaned toward the Trump, I couldn't say nothing in front of black folk without being called all kind of shit.
Right.
So I'm gonna leave that shit alone now. But I think there's a few things we gotta realize. He is the president of America, just like Barack Obama of America, and in America is a lot of motherfucking
Well, let's
racists.
rephrase it. He's the president of the United States.
The United States of America. I'm sorry, yeah. And so they can't. If we always being second class citizens, we can never expect them to put us first on the docket for cleaning some shit up. Right. So without
Biggz, I cut you off, but you made a great point. I want to land on this. If you in control of some shit and you running some shit, you're not gonna turn yourself down and give another motherfucker out.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, first of all, we gotta quit thinking that they're gonna give us something when they got control.
Yeah.
But the problem is, we got other opportunities in other situations we don't take to our advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done been to Africa, and people in Africa always tell me, man, y'all the land of opportunity. Y'all got free schooling, y'all got free this, free that. But what we do, we don't take advantage of it like we got it. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, yeah, they fuck over us, but we don't take the situation where we can make the most out of it either.
And I don't think we willing to do what it really takes. Because okay, she said something earlier about putting, well, they all kind of said something about putting black people in position or whatever like that. But the thing is, we basically putting white folk with black skin in a lot of these, and then we get upset like, oh, this nigga was supposed to such because they think the same way they think.
Yeah.
So really, we gotta be okay with raising up children to like you know how other cultures what you call it when they mold a child into being something. You know what I'm saying? How the Indians always have doctors and people in tech and stuff. We have to be able to do that type of stuff and focus on the local government because that's what affects us directly. Then with their tenure, they can move up into. But then the real change might not come in our time. It might come in our children's time.
Right.
But we gotta at least be able to put that. And I don't think a lot of people want to
Put that work in
for something that they might not
get.
you get what I'm saying?
Because they like out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
We so everyday with we living at an everyday thing, and at the same time, that's how they condition us to think. You gotta go to work and work for somebody else. You gotta go to college and get a job for somebody else. It's so many young black people that go to college for however many years and get out of college, can't get a job.
But see, at this point though,
Same education as your white person.
Exactly.
Or get a job and make less than.
At this point though, we just saw the game played so much that we know what it. See, like the thing is, if I go in the woods and got attacked by a bear, it's gonna mean two different things depending on what happened. If I was just chilling and I was doing everything right and I played dead and he still played me, then everybody gonna feel sorry for me. But if I go in and I slap the bad motherfucker, be like, you a dumb ass nigga. So if we know what it is out here, we need to know how to move around it, move through it, move above it, under, whatever like that. So because they not gonna let us do this. They only gonna this, then the third. And so if we do things like that, then we won't even have to worry about it. I'm tired of making it about them because I don't see them as being better in anything than us. It's just we don't apply ourselves the way that we could. You know what I'm saying? And then our culture kind of don't even really promote that type of shit. So, you know what I'm saying?
There's just so much that we don't know about. I feel like that's another thing that kind of keep us at a ongoing cycle. Is that there's so much that we don't know about ourselves and our own history, and we don't look into it. And I feel like if you looked into it enough, you would know more about what you actually have, what you technically inherited here. I recently watched a documentary about the slave trade here in the United States, and only 15% of Africans in the slave trade made it to the U.S. 15%. So where did y'all get all the slaves from? If only 15% made it across on the boats, who you rounded up?
Yeah.
If only 15 million, exactly.
And they don't.
The whole thing is the whole documentary was about explaining that they want you to think that your descendants are from Africa, which some of us might have, Haitian might have, but it's not from the 15% that came across.
They got African American. We not even African.
You think
So Jay, let me ask you this. What are you trying to insinuate by saying that?
What I'm saying is 15% of Africans came here from the slave trade. So that means when they came here on boat, there were already people of color here.
Okay.
That were already here on that land, that own that land. You can call it an Indian, you can call it indigenous, you can call it whatever you Native American.
They were here.
Whatever name you want, they put in the book for you to read to think what it is. Ultimately, it was an indigenous group. That's just like going to Brazil and it's a motherfucker living in the goddamn bushes and you like, well, we won't stay here.
But
just like now.
Wouldn't it already be understood that they were Africans too, though?
Because
for the fact that you have Olmec kids and you have pyramids and all, it's a whole trail from South America going up.
We have been traveling before they traveled.
So
If you can go back to the Africans on the boat, them white people didn't know how to navigate the oceans.
Christopher Columbus, that's the question.
We navigated the oceans for them.
Right, we told them.
We knew where we was going.
It's understood that Master Musa came this way. King David had peacocks, which is indigenous to South America.
But it's for the fact that
out of 15 that were on slave trade, you cannot say, all right, if you don't want to say that you're American, you want to say that you're African, you got to go back to Africa. No, because that's only 15%. That means that my people were already here. And we owned land. What you did was put us all in a group, including Africans and the colored people that was already here.
You called
everybody from Africa.
I understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying what they made us believe is that we are not from here.
But at the same time,
this ain't our land.
You got to think about this too, though. you are a bred people.
Yes.
So the thing is, like, regardless of how they fucked over, we still got fucked over. And at the end of the day, we know the history. We know all this. We could go.
We don't.
Actually,
People don't know
it's
that.
history that people could. I could tell you things about history, but if it don't coincide with what you think it is, you could go look it up and say, I refuse to believe it. I done seen this numerous of times. I've seen papers that said that women weren't even slaves up until a certain time. It was all males. And then even when they got here, it was specifically for breeding purposes, and to work in the field and stuff like that was a punishment. And then she still had the right to be able to get married to master, own land, and this, that, and the third. So then that would say that our struggle wasn't even the same as slavery. But if I say that, that sound bad. So this is what I'm saying. Are we willing to, okay, cool, that happened. What are we gonna do now after knowing when that type of shit? And you don't have to know all of it to know. So my thing is, I would rather build knowing that they ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? And just work around the motherfucker that I know ain't shit.
Right.
Cause we do it every day anyway, right?
So I feel where Jade is coming from, I think, is that when you know where you come from and you know the truth about yourself,
Then you know where to
then
go, how
you
to
know
move.
how to navigate it, because that's also like ancestral healing. And when you know about your lineage, or if you came from a certain type of woman, if you came from a warrior line, if you came from this, if you had people like we say that were already here, then a lot of us understand too. If you said, like we said, we're gonna do the numbers, 15% made it, and you had all these plantations with thousands of slaves on it, ain't no fucking way.
Millions.
That millions of people came from 15 that only made it across the water.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah,
what, right, and then so that's it. So you had people that were here. So then you said, okay, well they all look alike because that's how they feel about us. So they had your skin tone, they had your skin tone, they had our skin tone, they had y'all. And we all look like a different culture of people now. But they say, well shit, they all blacks.
Yes.
Because that's where black and white shit come
And
from.
what is black?
But it's black.
What is
What
black?
the fuck is
I've
black?
never believed in.
So I feel
black
like with my children, my children's children, it's gonna come with us teaching them what America is and not what they learn or what I've learned in school. Because what I've learned in school
Wasn't shit.
is not
the truth.
what
Yeah.
America is. And once we know what America is, and we start teaching our children what positions they need to be in society to make changes and why they need to be in those positions and how to do that, and have the history to be able to be argumentative with the other side. You can't go and say we need this and we demand this and we want reparations and we want, but for what? When we teaching you that you came from Africa and you don't even own this land, we own this land. But if you learn that you've already been here, we bred you, we raped you, we took everything that was yours.
Right.
We made it to where you can't make money. We made it to where we control everything, and we're not gonna give you reparations, but we're gonna give reparations to these motherfuckers in Afghanistan because we fucked up everything over there too.
Yeah, right.
But we're not gonna give y'all. You see what I'm saying?
Because y'all be alright.
I hear what you're saying.
I just want to say this is the quietest I ever been on this.
I mean,
This is all I never said that. I just want to say something. Shit.
Look, I understand what she's saying, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this here. It's hard for me to believe that we could say that on a macro level when we won't practice it on a micro level. And if we know all this stuff that everybody say that have been done to us and what has been done and everything like that, but we don't treat each other as if we still remember that shit every day.
Because we don't know.
No, you do. You just called out a lot of things
But
that is
she's
common
just
knowledge.
one
No, hold up.
I
So
know
we all know. Hold
so
up.
many.
We all know slavery happened, right? She not the only person that know
But they
black
don't
people
know it.
slaves.
They don't know
No,
it.
hold up. Listen. Hold up. Let me get it out, cause y'all, y'all nice young ladies been saying what you need to say. I've been kind of in the cut. We all know slavery happened, right? Mm-hmm. We all know that there was places that we couldn't go into the front door. We all know that there was bathrooms and jobs that we couldn't get in this, that, and the third. But if we know that, if we willing to say that system still is alive and still kick, I don't wanna hear he ain't shit because his job only pays so and so. I don't wanna hear she ain't. You get what I'm saying? It's little things that we don't do. But when we talk about white folk as a whole, then we'll get on this household of hearts or whatever like that. But we treat our own people like white folk every day, depending on their status or whatever like that, as if we not understanding that same system might be the reason why they in that situation. You get what I'm saying?
So this is my question for you, because you keep saying about we.
Because we the only thing that matters.
Okay, so you gotta let me see it.
Okay, go ahead.
what's your solution? Because we can learn, we have resources like this beautiful lady right here who just gave us some information. So that's whenever we put our money behind the Jades, and we put our Jades in office, and everybody who's doing it like that. So now, how do we get our people who are unknowingly still lost, go to this baby here and go to people who like us who want to make it better? How do we get our people to come together? Because that's the only way. So how can you, since you gave us that point, how can we fix it?
We gotta find a way to come with a culture that promotes and pushes each other and care about each other.
I just asked you what was the way.
So what it, hold
We
on,
need
listen.
to learn
So this what it is. So this what it is. Because you can have knowledge, but if you don't apply the knowledge, it means
Can
nothing.
we
So
land right here?
what you saying?
We need to either take our kids out of public school
Yes.
and open up your own private school. Yeah, they got private schools out here, but
So
they
look,
they still
You
government.
land on this then, because you said something I think is a key point.
And I'm gonna land on you.
You got people like Umar Johnson who say, I'm gonna go ahead and start my own school, and he don't get the support. Do you think a bigger issue that we have is the fact that we really don't support each other?
Yes.
Because you don't see the,
We
and that's what
don't
I'm
support
saying.
each
We don't
other.
see the value in one
We
another.
don't
Yeah.
support each
I'll
other.
be honest, I'll use this network as an example. We promote people, we put people on, we show, and you know, they'll support it, they'll repost everything else. They'll die to go be on the white man network.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it'll be us that do that.
And that's us. And that's what I'm saying.
Because you think it's more coverage, but we
Yeah.
gotta start with
Supporting
ourselves.
each
Like,
other, yeah.
and that's that knowledge that we need. We need to teach each other that the knowledge that we have to keep that. We need to keep that between each other because we're the ones. We're the entertainment. We get everything. We got TikTok rolling. We got Instagram rolling. We are the the creators. We are the creators. Yes. We do everything. We already know. We told a white man to come here. That was our knowledge. We make the music, the songs,
Everything, the looks.
the style. It's us. We gotta put that back into us. Like us going out like somebody, a black man can make an Instagram, but when it gets up to that level, you cannot sell out. Like Jay-Z and Tidal. Who he sold it to?
Somewhere.
Right. Don't sell out.
But
Keep
that's another
that.
thing. I feel like another disadvantage is that we try. I go back to one thing before I go say that. I remember Malcolm X said that he was opposed to Martin Luther King because he believed in segregation. He didn't believe that we should go into schooling with white people. At that point, we had separate schooling, and we were learning different curriculum than the white man.
Right.
And Martin Luther King, and that was their goal, to put schools, make them desegregated, put them all together, and that was the main thing that Malcolm X didn't agree with. Was us going into their school system because of us not learning our history.
Right.
And that was our biggest downfall.
That was.
And I don't want to say that I agree with it wholeheartedly. I agree with it. I really do agree with it wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like our disadvantage also is not using the white man to our best ability. 'Cause at this point, we are where we are in the totem pole and in the scheme of things. We are where we are. To get there, you gotta
play the game
through a white man. You get what I'm saying? To get there, ultimately, that's the reality of it. You gotta get through a white man. And if we don't teach our children the fucking history, and we don't teach our children what the system is,
And how to deal with it, right? How to deal with it, exactly.
and how to manipulate the white man,
Right.
just like they manipulate
Because
the
we're
white
gonna always
man.
have to be that way. Because we're gonna always have to play the game like that. You're gonna always have to be that way.
And that's just what it is. It'll
Yeah.
always be.
Let me land on this. I noticed something. I recognize. I see Biggz sit up. Like I see him sit up. Like when game get close, you want to keep going on. You got something to say because
No,
like
I mean,
right now.
because I'm with all that, and that's really what I'm saying. But my thing is, we gonna have to put away with the chase the bag.
Yeah.
We gotta stop doing shit for clout and doing shit because we really fuck with
that's
it, and because
it.
it's so much shitting on each other that we do.
Yeah.
That's so like I say, because I don't want to teach my children their history and then they just go to hate white folks.
Right.
I want them to be able to understand.
That's
Hey, that
Get
shit.
in and manipulate.
So
Like
that's
you
why.
said, play the game I know.
And so what I'm saying. but see, my thing is,
You know how to handle it.
I want to be able for my child to be able to know, okay, that happened.
Yeah.
But they could only do that because you were so valuable.
Yeah.
And so I want to give my child value. So when he see, I hate when I hear girls say, "Oh, her story is so real when she sing her song," but you hate the girl next door that's just like her.
Right. You
That makes no
idolizing
sense to
people
me.
You don't know.
You get what I'm saying? You know, I want us to be able to see everybody, all us like, okay, he might be going through, and at least try. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, some people ain't gonna be right. You can't have 100% success rate because
but
if nothing was good, you wouldn't be able to appreciate
you gotta have
bad.
that.
Well, I mean, you know, vice versa. But so you know,
Let me ask you this. Let me land on it. Do you think our issue is more of we need to fix what's within ourselves first, as people, before we go and fight this other fight with these other people?
yeah,
We gotta
basically,
heal.
you have to.
We gotta
That's that
heal.
mental health.
That's that mental
because
health.
this is my thing. As far as I'm concerned, if Negroes were to go do their own thing right now, we'll probably establish something that would be basically the identical of what white folk, because we just want to do what white folk do.
Right.
That's
And-
basically really all niggas cry about. We just want to do, but maybe you not meant to do that shit. Motherfuckers use comb. Your hair is not for a comb, it's curly. Curly is a straight hair. Why do you need straightened hair if your hair is curly? That might not be, instead of your hair napping, maybe that's the wrong tool for the motherfucking hair.
But you trying
You
to
see what I'm
fit
saying?
into
It's
that
all
mold.
kind of, you see what I'm saying? You trying to get down with what
But
they
that's
do.
the same way now with our women. Like, I'm all for looking good. However, when you start touching your face, and I'm noticing now that most of our, I guess, I hate to use the word celebrity, but the celebrity women or whatever, everybody got their noses done. And everybody now pumping their lips. Like, and also too, I'm not against getting your body done because whatever makes you feel good is what makes you feel good. However though, you doing it because everybody else doing it. Like now the Instagram model, it looks like the IG model looks like everybody looks like
Everybody
Kylie
looks
Jenner.
the same.
Like everybody, and
Like
it's
they're
like,
robots.
and they're doing it on purpose. It's like,
Yeah.
and it's like, so it's like, what the fuck? Like, who made you decide? Like, what made, like, and then, cause I saw Ming Lee, and I saw her, and before this, like she was beautiful, but it's like now you can't even recognize her. Her nose is uber thin, lips are uber big, and I'm just like, why? Like, what made us decide that we need to do this?
Let me ask you this. Do you feel like people are doing it because they feel like they're getting further ahead with themselves by doing this?
I think
than
a lot
being
of
their
people
regular
do
self?
it.
Yes,
They get
because
a lot of-
because it's what's
You
in,
just answered the
right?
question.
But what I'm saying is that when did we decide that we needed to do that? Is what I'm saying. When did we lose our natural self-esteem, our natural I'm the shit?
Well, Sha, this is the thing though. You saying that when we lose it, but if we wouldn't ever happen with the position we was in, who's to say we're gonna try something else because we want to win?
But it's been an influx. This just did before Instagram. This shit wasn't happening.
Let
But
me
guess
land
what's up?
social media.
Internet
Exactly
has allowed
right.
you to see what's winning and what's not winning to people.
But then that's what I'm saying. What the fuck is really winning if all us different people? What's winning to me might not be the same thing as what's winning to her.
It's a mental
It's
state
mental
of mind.
state.
But
So-
It's a mental state of mind.
Most people have a
Perception.
generic view of
It's
what's
reality.
winning. So a lot of people feel like, okay, if my favorite rapper doing this, my favorite person doing this, or whatever, they
Right.
winning, I want to be just like
I
them.
can land on this.
Yeah, go ahead and land.
Like I said, we are entertainment. How you look, how you sound, how you walk, how you get your body mechanically done. That's entertainment purposes.
Mechanically?
Yes.
Damn. All right, go ahead.
Yes, that's entertainment. That's entertainment purposes. Like you do that for, not for you, because like you said, they not doing it for them. They doing it for how other people view them. Only people view them is what's advancing. Technology is advancing so bad, so much right now. You could do anything off of your phone. That's money.
Yeah.
And that's everybody. That's what they looking at. So if you telling me I spent $10,000 on my body right now,
And I'm making 20 grand appearance.
and 20 grand appearances,
Why
8
not?
appearances this month. Somebody do the math.
But
So let me ask you this. We just said it. Is that winning?
see, that's my thing though.
It's all
depends on what
mental
is
state
state
of
of
mind.
mind.
What do you want to win?
What do you win? Like it all depends on what, like you said, what is the end goal? Because I'm like this. Some like why did I just think that, are you thinking about what that ass gonna look like when you 60? I'm just thinking about what's gonna happen when all this shit falls over. But like you said too, about the right now though. Because the same way it is with the it's just like you said too, sheeple. That's it. Everybody, it's a mental state. And then social media, you know, you have to literally, now when people say I'm detoxing out for social media, because it is a drug.
Yes.
And the crazy part about it is that my mom, before she retired, you talked about us. This is when Facebook, you always had something crazy to say about Facebook. Then when you retired, you became a Facebook junkie. And I told her, I said, well, 2 years ago, y'all were always on Facebook. Now you calling me, did you see what I posted? Baby, I deleted my Facebook page when you got there.
Be advised, suspect is potentially armed and still to be over.
Jones. I kept playing my position till I got it together. Now I'm making the decisions and applying the pressure. I'm on a mission to the digits, multiplying my ledger. And precision with my vision is my only endeavor. I know some haters never thought that I would make it. It's funny why they debated. I created different ways to the money. Contemplating elevation from the days I was bummy. Now we lay up on vacations out in places that's sunny. Cause where we from, all it ever do is rain. You don't know my struggle, you don't understand my pain. I ain't got nothing to lose, but I got everything to gain. So I'm coming at they necks and I won't stop till I'm the main. Better stay in your lane, don't underestimate a boss. I'm the glove in this prime, bitch, I am not the one to cross. They go above and beyond to try and make me take a loss. But this ain't the sneaker rap, I got them locked at any cost. But ain't no raffles, yo, they baffle when they see me in traffic. Since they called me Randy Savage, I've been known as the baddest. Started rhyming and decided that's my way to the cabbage. And if they let us get the bag, then we could produce magic. So fuck the opposition, I ain't tripping, let's get it. Down in South Louisiana, boy, that heat hit different. Better get up out the kitchen for your ass go missing. And ain't nobody telling, but they know who did it, you heard?
So look, we back from commercial break again, you know, had to pay some bills. You know, y'all go ahead and do
Salud, I guess.
Salud.
He's still surprised
Fucking
every time we
candy.
shoot it. It's like you shoot water.
Sleep,
That's
man, fuck with us, man. I'm telling you, baby, for real.
shit.
You know?
Yo,
I'm
gonna have to come
I'm
to
gonna
the
have to fuck with that.
I'm gonna give
Like,
y'all my address and they can ship me a bottle.
yeah, like
Give me a
honestly,
case to my bar.
ship me some to put in my alcohol.
I know the devil when I see it.
Yeah.
I need
That
that
shit
baby.
right there, the
Hey,
devil
Biggz,
fan.
what you said, ship your bottle, give it to the
Jay,
streets.
we get boy some shoes.
That's what you don't have to do.
I love it when you say them some fucking shoes.
I'm gonna have to watch somebody drink half a bottle at first before I even drink out of it. I just feed it to somebody. And so I can see just how loose you
You
get
look
off the
like-
shit, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
No, I'm just saying it.
Hey, so look, for people that don't know, I got a drink on the set, man. You know that nigga.
Yo.
Yeah, that nigga old drinking ass nigga too. You know what I'm saying, of course. But yeah, back to the show. So look, I want something I'm gonna talk to y'all about. Do y'all believe that Courtney is dead?
No.
No.
Well, let me ask you this: is it misrepresented right now?
It's you're looking to court from the wrong people. That's like you gotta you how you present yourself is how you go get the man.
Right.
So like yeah, we at the club. Don't go to the club. People lie. People say this all the time. Number one rule when you go to the club: don't go looking for love in the club.
At all.
And that is true. And people say that you don't believe them. That it's dead ass. Don't go looking for love.
So where should you look for love? At the grocery store?
It's around.
It's right. You gotta
it's your vibe.
You have to change your view on honestly.
You shouldn't
on
look for
people.
love.
Right. I was about to say that too. Love finds you because you know that's us on that shit. Like everything finds you, but like whenever you say about courting, it's like y'all looking for these. You looking for the wrong nigga. Like regular niggas ain't getting enough credit. Plant worker niggas. Country niggas,
Plant working
niggas is the problem.
Hold on, I was just about to say that.
First of all, let's when we fuck up, we think the plant nigga is that nigga. No.
Wait. Hold on, let me go back. Wait, go back. Time got their name on their shirt. Not the ones who could sling dick and money. I'm talking about the contractors.
You talking about percentiles?
Yeah, I'm talking about the contractors. Not even the operators. No, I'm talking about the contractors. Nobody who got their name on their shirt and them certification badges.
Okay, baby.
If they shirt button up, they trash. Okay. No, we talking about the ones who go down there to Savoy and get them contracting jobs that be eating over there at Stockyard Cafe. I'm talking about niggas like that, lawn service niggas.
We not gonna act like she ain't just say all niggas with button-down shirts with the name on them hoes ain't trash.
In the plan, are they not? Have you met one yet?
Hold on, first of all, I don't date niggas. One.
But the majority.
Look.
If they supervisor, you fuck.
I done been.
That nigga supervisor, you can't tell that nigga shit.
As a nigga trying to figure it out out here, I done had plenty of jobs doing a whole bunch of shit, and sometimes I had my name on this motherfucker.
I'm talking when you in the plant?
Yeah, I got the bill scalpers.
Are you a whore?
I can be slutty every time.
Okay, when you ain't shit. And you a plant nigga that ain't shit. Well,
no. That's if I chose. Now, if I'm in the plant and I'm about my paper, I probably don't want no, because y'all get on my nerves sometimes. So I don't want
You don't want to give us your money. Say that.
We don't even want to, if you sit act like that, you know these all jokes. You know, I am a comedian. So just remember, I led off with that. I'm a professional comedian.
See, now I can't get my joke because she think I'm saying.
I thought you was going to cry. You know, you ain't supposed
to all right, so look.
Go ahead. Oh, you want to land?
I'll go after him.
All right.
Land.
My thing is, what do y'all really want from me? I think the problem is niggas don't really know what y'all want, and what it is because I think y'all don't really know what y'all want. But and then when niggas is trying to do shit, it's kind of like I done heard chicks say shit the way it's like she found something and not like the nigga behind.
Right.
Like he ain't
somebody who just fucked up.
Like that. So it be all kind of shit out here.
One thing that we have to get away from as women saying is you should know, because y'all don't know. We have to tell you. And I had the same conversation where a nigga said basically, I don't know what you want. You have to tell me what you want, Shane. I can't guess. And we understand that, but you have so many women who feel like, well, a man's supposed to know. Well, baby, if his mama wasn't shit, and his aunties wasn't shit, and he came from a fucking fucked up ass home, and he got a baby mama who was a narcissist, he doesn't know what a healthy relationship is. So my thing is this. Here we go. You say that you and your dude live together, and you tell him you like flowers, okay? Versus you go buy the flowers first. He see the flowers in the house and say that you do this for a week, and then he noticed you can't go there because I've seen it happen.
But no, what I'm saying
you didn't even let me finish.
I'm with you, but some chick gonna say I shouldn't have to buy.
Well, fuck her too.
No, but this as a man. This the type of shit we hear. I can only speak to you from a nigga that dates females.
So do you?
Right?
Okay, so after that female say that, do you pursue her further?
Hold on, let me land. What you just said in episode 8 with Hustler and Soul. That's how they
No. Listen. No, it won't get there. It won't get there.
Look, do not ask that babe, do he?
Yeah, no. Because on my show I told everybody I ain't got to suck dick to do nothing. I'm just saying, you don't know.
That was literally like the same argument going on. So I just want to stop there right now.
She was like, I was
asking him, like, why you keep, I was like, were you pursuing this person there? Because this is what you keep saying. You say this, you'll have a point, and then you'll negate it, you'll say but, because but negates your statement. You never say however. So it's like, then this is what you do.
Okay, use the words.
Okay, so because first you didn't let me finish my statement, because you was like, well, some chicks, you've been dating some fucked up chicks. So what I was trying to say was, y'all learn by action. If Yannie, bring flowers home, versus her telling you she like flowers, okay? But she bring them home and she put them in the kitchen, and she does this like a couple of times. Then you're gonna realize that she likes flowers, and we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
No,
don't be him.
Every nigga ain't the same. This is what I'm saying. Ain't none of us the same.
Nobody said you
were. Let me get it wrong. Because the question was, is Courtney dead before we got in this? That's assuming that we both coming at this wanting marriage, right? Right? That's what Courtney is, right? So okay. So if we have more women who are now motivated about their careers and their passions and stuff like that, who would have once been getting married in their 20s or early 30s, who might say, I'm gonna wait till I get this, that, and the third, and now we talking about 40, 30, mid 30s and 40s and stuff like that. Then what you expected a man to be here isn't the same because you're not the same. You get what I'm saying? So now we talking about a lot of women, people I date, you know, it was said I date, but you gotta understand how many people might be fucked up in general because they're thinking more about themselves and not actually being in a relationship. So
after you finish?
okay, so like understand, like that's why the sex thing means so much with niggas playing the game a certain type of way. Because if you say my body's free and I can do whatever I want to, and we gotta respect that, then you gotta also respect that he gonna want fuck when he won't fuck as well. Now we already understand that we can't fuck unless she let us. You know what I'm saying? Any other way it's called E-rap, and there's a place for niggas who do that. Because I know we going on YouTube and you can't say certain words. Okay, so that means any brothers in here who, any brothers who getting a lot earning that shit. You see what I'm saying? So is it really that he fucked up for trying something with you that worked with somebody else?
Can I
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, go do your thing.
Okay, so that kind of go back to what you said about when you talked to your 25-year-old before you started on camera. You were saying that you can't control ultimately what a nigga does. You know, you gotta accept
Biggz,
a man for what they are and
Point that mic a
how
little bit
their
closer to y'all,
genetic
too.
makeup is set up.
Right.
So I think courting is dead, especially if you're in the age range of 20 to mid 30s. Mainly because I feel like men between that range now, goes back to what you're saying, we have a lot of people that are more focused on themselves, which I feel is something we all need to do, period. Because mentally, 9 times out of 10, we're coming from a broken home, we're coming from a toxic relationship, we're coming from a home that was built off a toxic relationship, and we don't know what a healthy relationship is, let alone mentally. We probably not healthy in our everyday lives either. So you have a lot of people, men and women, focusing on themselves. So ultimately, when we are reaching out to someone in an intimate aspect or as a partner, it's strictly about sex. Like, ultimately, I know if I'm working on myself right now and I'm not looking for a relationship, if I'm talking to a nigga on a day-to-day basis, it's probably because I want some consistency on the intimate side when I want to be intimate with someone or when I'm craving to have that type of attention. So courting between that time period, to me, and I ain't that in my 30s yet, but I don't feel like men, one, are ready to be seriously courting a female. Because one, they're focusing on themselves, they're focusing on their career. Same thing for a lot of females at this point. So to me, courting is dead. You have a lot of dating, which consists of sex. And men who are just dating and having sex think that money is so important to females.
I feel like it's more than just men, it's men and women, right?
Yeah.
Men and women, yeah. When I say that, okay, I'm gonna just say, I'm speaking on both aspects, both sides. Men and women feel it's about, ultimately, if we're not looking for something serious, we're dating. And it's about sex.
And I believe,
and 9 times out of 10, we think that money is such a major factor. This nigga gotta have money. This nigga gotta be able to take me on a nice ass date. This nigga gotta be, you know, a certain standard to be seen with me. Vice versa. Same thing with niggas. She gotta have her own money because I don't want to be supporting her lifestyle. So
Ain't necessarily.
that's a lot of people's mindset.
Niggas say that
It's a lot of
shit
bums.
because y'all champion that shit. So now it's like we really don't care about your money because you ain't trying to spend none of that shit on me. If I ask you for some, you gonna think I'm a bum nigga, this, that, and that. So nigga, we don't even give, because your money means nothing, because with all that money you getting, if you do fuck with a nigga for real, you gonna want me to pay for everything anyway, so your money don't mean shit no way.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why
I don't know no
niggas, we been dating broke
Let me
bitches.
land on this.
What?
You saying that, but there's a lot of people who got trophy old ladies and trophy wives, and they don't have much to bring to the table.
But they look.
And they get cheated on.
But
Period.
at the end of the day,
and they're not being her man is not being faithful. If a man is supporting you 100% and you ain't doing nothing but sitting at home and spending his money, he feels like he has the right to do whatever the fuck he wants. He providing your lifestyle.
No, you putting a narrative on a nigga though.
Can I open this over here? Land over here.
Okay.
Can we talk about changing the dynamic of a regular relationship, the traditional relationship. I feel like as the population is growing, more people are coming out. Like you ain't gotta do that traditional one man, one woman till you die. Right. Like, what about the open relationships, the polygamy? Like, why nobody has knowledge on that? You only think the pilgrims or whoever the fuck up there, the Mormons up there in the north doing that shit. Like, why in Africa they do that shit? Like
society. That goes back to what we was talking
about.
Right.
Because of this is where I come in. Because
so let me ask y'all this. Hold on, not to cut y'all. So are y'all cool with either open relationship or B?
I'm cool with being honest. If me and you honest together,
then that's better.
You telling me that you like this woman, and you know I like women, and you want to pursue this. Yes, we can do this. Yes, we can have that conversation. But men not real enough for that conversation.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, but let me have this. Wait.
A lot of women can't handle that.
So here we go. As a 45-year-old woman, I am in a place where I don't believe in monogamy because monogamy is a farce. I believe that whenever you put that much pressure on a man, he folds. Yep. So I would rather not expect for me to satisfy his whole appetite. No, you can't stop me because you trying to. You gotta let me see it through. One person cannot fulfill all of your needs. That's some bullshit. I have friends who have been married for 20-something years that got married and now all of them are headed to divorce. I don't know nobody motherfucking married and happy. I don't know nobody motherfucking married and not cheating. They may not tell you they're not cheating, but I'm with you. I would rather know that we both doing this and we both gonna pull up our my chart and see what's cracking and bring this blood work to the table. But I'm a different breed. We're different breeds of women, so I don't have time to be saying I'm the only one. I'm not checking your phone. I'm not checking your Instagram. I'm not running behind you. I don't give a fuck who you fuck with. Don't let that shit come to me, and don't do the same with me. Because you tripping if you think it did too. Y'all just boyfriend and girlfriend. Y'all not even married. So why would you expect somebody who you entered into a verbal commitment in a place that's not a common law state to be fucking faithful to you? If he don't take no vows, what you holding him to?
So with her saying that, a lot of people doing that, but just on the low without saying nothing. Yeah. So now back to the original question. That's why niggas don't give a fuck about courting because it don't fucking matter.
It doesn't exist anymore. And that's
it don't fucking matter. If you gonna pop it off, especially if I know what the nigga say, you let the nigga Terry bone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, fuck. Right, you feel me? Right. Like what the fuck? Why am I? Because look, and this gonna sound bad. And I'm gonna have to apologize. Look,
we gonna just let it.
No. Let me apologize to all the ladies. If I ever told you know had good pussy, some of you niggas I was lying because I was about to nut. Some of y'all I faked that I was suicidal so y'all could leave me alone. Y'all trying to put me in the friend zone and I wanted y'all to not be interested in me no more. Period. So I did some weak shit like that. So okay, bam.
He got mental issues.
No, because a bitch will use you when she say you her friend. So and I ain't with that. And I ain't want her to use her. I want her to get away from me and never come back.
Why you even tell her that? Be honest.
No,
because
because now look, listen. When you young, you work things out a certain way because niggas is taught that you can't tell a bitch the truth.
Right.
Now I understand. Oh, I've been understanding for 10 years now. Bitch, you gonna get whatever truth come about this throat. But but I took a year. I took a year after a bad breakup because I did all that simp shit that they said worked for relationships. And I did this thing well, every girl I meet, in group A, which is 1 2 1 2 1 2 or AB. In group A, I'm gonna do the whole, I'm gonna get to know you thing. I'm not gonna pressure you about sex. I'm not gonna go nowhere around that unless you bring that out. I'm gonna just, what you into, who you are, I'm gonna just be that type of guy. And then B was, I got shit going on, catch up if you can, bitch, I'm doing my thing, get with it, get lost, you know what I'm saying, whatever like that. And what I found out was every girl, and this is a matter, some deliver mail, some work at a warehouse, you got nurses, and you got, this is a different type of bartenders, different stuff like that. Wherever I can meet some, I'll meet some and I'll talk to them. Okay? Every girl that I did the nice shit with, or the shit that, not trying to pressure you and nothing, they all use me to talk about niggas that fuck them and handle them bad. And then when I say, well, look, Do you feel like I would do that to you? Do you feel like I respect you? This and oh, you respect me, you this, that, you know what I'm saying? I wish more niggas could be like you,
But
with
they
some
don't wanna be-
crazy
they
shit,
wanna
but
be
didn't
with
want to
you.
fuck with me, right? So, but everyone that I was on some man, look, I got my own shit going on, this, that, and the third. No, I'm just saying, it's a reoccurring thing that I'm seeing with a lot of guys. That shit, you gotta believe what a motherfucker do, not what a motherfucker say. And a lot of women get out here and say one thing, but they really want something else. I done been on both sides. I done been a nigga loving on a bitch while another nigga slanging dick on her. And I done been a nigga fucking on another nigga bitch. You get what I'm saying? So I understand that when I ain't got to do nothing but beat up. That's all I got to do.
So what do you
get what I'm
prefer?
saying? So
B.
what I prefer is to do my thing and have somebody who willing to understand what you ain't got to be my wife, because at the end of the day, you gonna do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Right.
I'm jaded like that. So I'm not gonna hold you to no fucking standard. You fuck with me because you want to fuck with me.
So Biggz, let
You
me
see what
ask
I'm
you a
saying?
question. You got kids?
Yeah, I got kids.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3? So let me ask you this, what happened with the mothers of those kids?
Without getting too personal about it, the first one kind of had some issues with the manipulation thing, and I think at the time I had anger problems. So we both didn't mesh with the manipulation and the anger shit. See what I'm saying? There's 2 fires throwing at each other. And I fell off with the second one. And I couldn't shake back. I was in a state of depression because I had shit moving. I had my own business for a certain amount of years doing things. I was trying to do the right thing, but the right thing ended up being the wrong thing. I fell off, and rather than having time to really think about how to do shit, shit was still going. I was still trying to grasp it. I just wasn't the man she needed me to be at the time, even though I was helping place her in a situation where she could be good, regardless she was with me or not. So really, I looked out for other people more than myself in that one, and fucked up my relationship. And she got big enough to be like, I don't need that nigga. You know, she did her thing. But everybody cool now though, because even with me being that I did offer some positive things, I just had to put all that shit together. You see what I'm saying? And motherfuckers know good people when they know good people. So we all cool, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no issue with nobody.
So is it just safe to say, for the sake of argument, like Jay said again, find your match, fuck what society say, and just do you. If you want to court. If you don't, be, buy, try, whatever. Whatever makes you happy, and not fuck over people, because we could go back and forth all day about other people, but at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own happiness. So after a while, like whatever you said about whoever said about looking for love, like you said, love ain't some shit you look for. If you are loved, you're gonna attract that shit. Just like we said earlier when the cameras weren't rolling, you date on your level of self-esteem.
Right.
So if you don't feel like you deserve certain things, you don't agree with that?
That's so.
Because think about what you just said about you and your first baby mama, about your mental state though.
This the thing though.
Facts.
I worked for women. I work to get women.
So why do you feel like you have to work though?
Listen, no, chick, no,
It's your
listen,
self-esteem.
no, you got it, listen to what I'm saying. As a man, it's not just your self-esteem, because it's always about building yourself. But depending on where you at and where certain things, status do matter. Certain things is clothing. Certain ways is conversation. So you know how can you imagine what it's like to just come up to a total stranger and just kind of know the right thing to say to make them. You see what I'm saying? It's skills that I have to develop. Now, regardless of to get women, you need skills.
But
What I'm
saying, you looking at it from one direction because you're not on the other side. So what I'm saying is, I know niggas who have skills but may not still be her cup of tea. It ain't that he can't date in his self-esteem, because it's self-esteem, but it's about if she receptive to what you dropping or what you know what I'm saying.
But that's not find your match.
No,
Let her land.
Okay, so you're saying that you have. Say that again one more time. You have what?
skills.
Skills. Okay. And when you say skills, what do you mean by that?
You gotta have conversations.
I gotta have conversation. I gotta have a
so
look. I have to have, confidence and all this other
you,
good stuff.
Okay, so when finding a partner, I won't use it men or women. To me, in my opinion, when finding your partner, whether you want to spend the rest of your life with them or you want to spend the rest of your life in an open relationship with them, you shouldn't have to have a specific skill on what to say or what to do to attract that person to you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm dead ass serious. I have met someone, the day I've seen them, right? We can have a regular conversation.
Okay, but even that is a skill for him. That's what I'm saying. That.
Or matter of fact, we cannot have a conversation. Let me do this. I'm gonna do it like we cannot have a conversation. But I'm attracted to them. I don't know their name. We never had a conversation. I don't know their background, their income, nothing. But I'm just naturally attracted to them and their aura.
You're making my point. I was just saying a nigga could have all that, but if you're not attracted to him, regardless of what his self-esteem is, you're saying no.
No, but you
that's all I'm saying.
What I said was you date on the level of Biggz. You date when I say you date on the level of your self-esteem, meaning like we were talking earlier, a guy who got married that I was seeing, and we talked after the fact, and he said I didn't communicate to him what I wanted. And then I told him, because honestly at that time, I did not think that you were serious about me, because I didn't think that I deserved a man like that. So that's what I say with, think about all of the relationships that you've been in. Your most toxic relationship, you was feeling good about yourself. That's when we say self-esteem, meaning that you attract what you are. So when you said about your first baby,
he's saying what he's saying right now is that you can be player.
I could be confident.
You could be
my
confident
confidence don't make
player.
you feel no kind of way.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Ultimately, female or male, if you do not have a natural connection, like a natural connection, it's not gonna work. You could have the money, the sex could be good, you can look good, you can be perfect for my family, you could be perfect for my son, but ultimately, at the end of the day, if you don't fulfill me spiritually, mentally, emotionally, as a woman, I'm going to find what I feel is missing somewhere else.
But that says nothing about his self-esteem, and that's what I'm saying.
But that's my self-esteem. That's not him.
But we talking about two people in this, right?
We talking about people.
We talking about a man and a woman.
Right, like you said,
Same thing as a man. Same thing as a man.
All I'm giving is a male perspective on what you saying. You looking at it this way, and the man is on the other side looking at it, and that's why we having
Same thing for a man. Same thing for a man. I'm talking about human beings. Us, we're human beings. Okay, we only natural. If a woman is fucking you good, she cooking at home, she got her own income, she can take care of your kids, she's good with your kids, but you ultimately do not have a real connection with her outside of what she can provide to you as what you think is the right person for you in your life. If you ultimately don't have a connection for her, you're gonna be like,
but that's not tied into my self-esteem. That's tied into me and her interacting, and it's a lot of bitches who do good things. They got bitches who do shit like this. She don't do nothing wrong, but the bitch don't do nothing right neither.
But what?
You get what I'm saying?
Why do you feel like that?
Because that's just what she is. A lot of y'all talk but don't have conversation. A lot of them want to go places, don't know what destination they want to go. A lot of motherfuckers, it's so much shit to be.
No, what I'm saying is, keep talking about the ones that
I done been through. Look, man, a lot of times a lot of chicks be creating personas that they don't fucking need to feel special. It's like Lizzo saying, coming out with like, I got all this confidence and body positivity, but on the low, you really don't feel like that. So now I know you, now I got to live with you being one way in public or being one way when I approach you and this, that, and the third. And then when we one-on-one is this, that, I think I look this and now if I say, no, you don't. You know I'm lying, but you wanted me to. And then if I say, yeah, you do, I hurt your feelings. So now I'm telling you, bitch, how you feeling and shit yourself. Is there so much shit that be going on that niggas don't talk about?
But that's her, again, okay. That's her self-esteem. Now let's look at it from a man's perspective. If you are in a household where, let's just say the woman is the breadwinner, right?
Okay.
She's bringing in most of the money.
Okay.
Ultimately, I'm talking to all y'all men. Ultimately, if you're in a household where the woman is the breadwinner, she's bringing bread and butter, she take care of the kids and all take care of you, and you bring in what you bring in too. Does that do anything to your self-esteem? And would that make you feel less of a man or try to find other things elsewhere?
It wouldn't make me feel less of a man, but I know I would look less of a man to her. And see, and that's my thing, because I know a man offers more. I know a man, my bad, I know a man offers more than just fucking money. When I provide more than just that. So, but in her mind, if she feel that way and then she go to handling me some way because she say she can't respect it, that has nothing to do with my motherfucking self-esteem. That has something to do with her feelings or what she think about a nigga.
But you keep coming back to your self-esteem. So what you're saying is you won't feel that way But just like you say about all the women that don't know what they want and how you campaign for them, most men ain't gonna feel good about that.
But I'm not saying feel good up there because at the end of the day,
What
money
are you
ain't shit.
saying?
Money, because money ain't shit. It's a tool.
It's not about
so
money.
she can have no. The question she said is my woman being the breadwinner, right?
No, it's a.
That's what you said, right?
I'ma give you
The thing was
scenario
a breadwinner, and she take care of this, that, and that. And I bring in money, which is some crazy shit because she say she taking care of me, and then said I bring in what I bring in too. But because she can make her own money, right? So, but what else? My
Let's
thing
do
is,
this.
so, huh?
Let's look at it from this perspective, okay? Let's say you have an equal household income, right?
Okay, so we doing 50-50.
50-50.
Uh-huh.
Right.
With everybody shit on that now,
Man,
right?
of course, a man 9 times out of 10 is. I feel like a man in America is overworked. Okay, no matter what your job is, you either got multiple jobs or you overworked at your one job, right? If your partner that you're with, that you're going 50-50 on, right, says you just not here all the way. You providing for your kids, you providing for her, she's providing both. Everything's cool as far as financially for your household, but you're not there mentally and emotionally for her and spiritually for her. You're there financially and you're there, but mentally you're not there for her. Spiritually you're not there for her, and emotionally you're not there for her. And I feel like a lot of men lack those 3 aspects and can bring an income in and think, I'm providing for this family. What else do you want more from me? You ungrateful for thinking, but you not. You know what I'm saying? You don't interact with your family enough, or you don't
drop the
go
check off
with
and
us.
keep it pushing.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
You always working,
and you're not doing enough
could do that.
family shit.
This the
And
thing.
I do.
Certain shit matter to y'all when it matter, and then it don't matter when it don't. Like this is what I'm saying. You can't go out here and talk about niggas not bringing something to the table, and to the extent to where you don't add nothing else that niggas need to bring to the table. So when niggas bring exactly what you said niggas need to bring to the table, say, oh, you not doing this too, because that is like that's how females get TV shows because they men was ballers. And he was a master of the universe when it come to making money and shit like that. But she talk about this nigga like he ain't shit.
But
You get what I'm saying?
do you get what I'm asking?
But no, what I'm saying is, you said you wanted a baller, and so when the nigga do baller shit, and then he's not caring or he don't have time because it take money to make that type of money and shit like that. It can't be. You get
If
what
you a
I'm saying?
baller, you make time for what you want.
I'm gonna tell you what
You
she
make
said
time.
and what they
If you a balling ass nigga, you a boss ass nigga, you make your own time.
Thoughtful baller. And the problem is, with most ballers, the characteristic is because I'm providing this money, they not about to do nothing else.
That's my point.
So,
And what I'm saying is,
go ahead, mama.
what I'm saying is a female and males. That what I'm saying is there's a disconnection there that I feel that is instilled in men just because of the side that we're in, to where you think as long as you're providing, that is all you need to help satisfy your woman. But if you are not there for a bitch mentally, and you are not there for a bitch spiritually and emotionally, you're gonna be disconnected. And 9 times out of 10, the bitch gon' cheat.
Cause she's gonna find somebody who gets in her emotions, like he said, goes to the bar, he talks to whoever else, but you making that conversation.
So my
with
question
her.
is it too much to ask for a man to be there for those 3 things and financially?
Not at all.
Let me land on this. The Big said this earlier. I'm gonna go back to it then. You said the things that you would like for the man to provide, not just monetarily.
Providing is good, yeah.
But you also. But he also said you have to have certain skills. And in order to provide mentally and to do some of those other things, you do have to develop those skills.
That's true.
And we would have never got this far if I didn't show you that I had them type of skills in the first place. So what's happening is more about boredom and other shit like that, and it ain't that shit y'all talking about. As a man, I'm telling you, I date nothing but black women, bro. All right? Let me tell you something.
Congratulations, I think.
No, let me tell you something.
She said I think.
Black women will tell you what they ain't gonna do. You get what I'm saying? Now, I got jobs where I might have to still toast 12 to 16 hours a motherfucking day. You get what I'm saying? And she might rub my back, which I ain't gonna complain about that. Cool. But you know what really need rubbing? My feet. And then if I say, and you see what this laugh is? Because you know how many black women will tell you, I ain't touching no nigga feet.
But
wait, please, can I
Listen,
land here
no.
since that's the terminology? Can I land since I knew the key word?
Go ahead, land.
Everything that he has said on this show has been about what black women don't
No,
do.
what I'm
but
giving
stop
you
talking,
is-
I landed. So it's like this. Why don't you find a bitch that's gonna rub your feet instead of trying to get ungrateful
And
Gertrude
so
and
I
so
got to
it's
go
like
slutty, boy.
oh
to meet all
no,
y'all
okay,
to go find
but
me,
he
boy.
won't
You said
How I'm gonna
he
meet all
won't
y'all
let
if
me
I ain't no
finish
shit on
my
the pod?
thought.
Let me land on this.
How I'm gonna meet you if I ain't on the pod? I got a hunt.
Out of
No,
five
that's
women,
the problem. That's why you
Hold on,
keep
hold on,
getting
hold on.
these down bad
Down bad
women.
women.
No, that's not. No.
That's your energy attracting that shit.
Listen,
You
listen,
attracting
listen.
that.
I have to put myself out on the market to find out, right?
But you-
So if I go through,
What market you putting yourself on?
listen. If I go through meeting 10 women in a 2
TOL.
months,
And out of
in a 2 months-
10 women,
Hold
0
on.
wants
Now
to
I
rub
never
your
said
feet.
I never said
0%.
that we fucking or
You
none of
have
that. I'm
not.
talking about just going out
Who
to the meet
did-
them and shit, right?
Oh my
Just go to
God.
see if that type of shit
not
even
rubbing
exists out
no
here for
niggas'
me.
feet
Right?
just
But
for
see, this is what I'm
one
saying.
ID.
So out the flap. So this is what I'm saying. Off the flap, I already know one that just say I'm not gonna do it all.
All right,
So
1
what
out
I'm
of
saying,
10,
no,
that's
listen, hold on.
10%.
You
But
got 9 more.
I'm giving an example
I got celebrity.
because sister laid around there and said everything that a man is the problem is. So now I'm trying to say that it's not just us, it's just not us. And I could take that niggas is like that. I'm here to tell you, yes, some niggas is like that. I'm here to tell you that yes, niggas be fucking up. But at the same time, if you can't say that we be fucked up too,
We
how
do
can
be fucked up.
Okay, so you can't lay
So we
around
trying
there.
to tell you to stop fucking with the
Listen,
fucking with the
but
fucked up
more of
versions
y'all
of
are
us.
doing that shit that
But,
you think, and
okay,
you trying to make it
so
seem like
ain't
'cause
nobody-
I
no,
don't
we're
do-
not, no, we're
Listen,
not. You
You
think-
one woman.
Let me land.
We're not saying
She
we
one,
can't.
you
we
one
not- and
woman,
we
right?
not saying it-
You one
hey,
woman, right?
Hold on.
And you one man.
Okay. And I'm
And you
telling
one
okay,
man, but
bam.
you keep
So
saying you
listen,
keep
listen,
generalizing
listen,
all
I'm-
black
no,
women
I'm not
though.
generalizing all black women. I
You
never
just
said
said
all.
black women.
Big,
Listen.
Shy. Go ahead and land because we talking over each other at this point.
All right, so
I'm sorry.
That's
Talking
okay.
over.
all right, so we go land right here. So the woman, that goes back to what we said way from the first question. Find your match. You saying you got 10 women out of 10 women? You telling me 0%?
No, I said meet 10 women.
Okay, so you meet 10 women. You know off a conversation how the conversation go. Like I'm the woman. If you doing for me, I don't mind doing for you, and I know for a fact that there's other women out there like that. So
Sometimes I do.
So
ain't
so the women you telling me about, I don't know.
So let me ask you.
Who would? Yes, I would rub
Can
your
I ask
feet.
you a question?
I would clip your toes. I would. Yes. That ain't a problem.
Is that because that's who you are, or is because of what I do?
Because that's what she is. Because that is who I am. But that is when I said you have to meet your match.
So
Don't go for a woman at the strip club.
no, see now you.
Okay, so don't. But like I said, you gotta meet your match. You
gotta
know,
get to know people.
from that time and point and period.
If she gonna do it or not.
If she gonna do it or not, her vibe is her spirit,
Yes.
her aura, her like
energy,
that
everything,
natural
that
connection.
natural connection.
That shit is real natural. You could look at somebody and that'll let you know.
And do you think a man had that same type of aura?
Yes.
Or what you could tell he just said, okay, so my thing is, so this is what I'm saying is, because you're trying to put it on, I'm finding bitches at the strip club and I'm
No, I'm not doing
Because you
that.
said, but don't
But
say,
I'm
you,
just
that's the
saying, 'cause
example you're throwing out, right?
I'm throwing that out because I'm a bitch at the strip club.
What I'm saying is, I have to get to know you to even get that far. I'm not going on first date talk about, so yeah, you rub your feet for hard working men?
No,
Yeah, that's
but-
what
You know
I
what
was
I'm
saying.
saying?
I ain't gonna rub your
Like-
feet
like
on
you
the
get what I'm
first
saying?
date now.
But at the end of the day, like you said, you got to get to know. If you come off just trying to be like
On the prowl.
if you come off on a prowl,
No.
right? But y'all said, okay, y'all said Courtney was dead, but you want to get to know
Do
somebody.
you hunt men? Or do men come to you with
It is
interest?
all on what you're looking for.
No, listen,
No,
hold
okay,
on,
so-
because I need you to understand
Do I
proud so
hunt-
you don't take it out of context.
Do I hunt men? No, I
No,
don't hunt men.
men come to you with their interest, right?
It is.
It's kind of both
It's,
ways.
it's an attraction.
No,
honestly.
because your shit is nonverbal. I gotta pick up cues. It ain't necessarily going at me. It's giving me signals that I can come get you.
Right.
Okay, so all right, that means I hunt because I have to be able to read cues.
Okay,
I have to be able to see.
isn't
okay,
that like
so
Darwin's-
that is
Darwin's,
so when I say proud,
evolution theory?
all that means is I'm in search of some, not necessarily that
Okay, when
my
you
my
say
intentions are to
proud-
eat a bitch and da 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 da.
You
I
say-
might not,
When
but
you say proud, it's almost it's
proud
like
is
what I
like
said.
a
Where we have people now.
For comedic purposes.
We
He the big.
When you say
know,
proud, that comes to that group of people where I say are in their early 20s to late 30s that are just dating.
Nah.
Just dating to get to know people, and you know what I'm saying?
And I think that's how you take
and
it.
then a lot of people my age they're not looking for nothing serious.
I believe niggas. This one thing I know about men. We'll take something serious if you got something serious. And what a lot of niggas don't want to say because they don't want to fall out of favor with pussy is a lot of chicks think they something that they really not. A lot of chicks ain't interested out you. A lot of chicks got shit going on where they can't be what you need her to be, and niggas are respected because she on her business, she on her, it's a lot of chicks out here that's into so much other shit that men are third and fourth options in their mind. So niggas feel they don't have to give their effort for something when they want you to do shit as if you first place while you're still in fourth place in her life or fifth place in her life. And that's just an unfair exchange. That's all I'm saying. Look, put it like this: I got children. That man asked me if I had children. I got children, and I don't ask for this, but I know for sure. It have been times where a female and looked with children and looked to me to be, if you're gonna be around, I need you to be some kind of male figure to my children. But I've never had one female attempt to be a female figure to my children. But then again, I don't want it either.
So maybe that's because she knows
no, I don't want it. But what I'm saying is, because
it's all
I don't want it. I don't want it because, but just to even be that to feel like if I'm gonna deal with a man with kids, I'm gonna be this type of woman too. It's a lot of women who don't even come with that. So what you're doing is you asking a man to be something you wouldn't be for him.
So what?
You see what I'm saying? I'm saying this is the type of stuff that happens.
That's not us.
I feel like where
I'm not saying
I
nobody.
feel like your
saying.
approach to women is why you get what you give.
No,
I'm not because you just said you're not looking for somebody to be a mother figure to your child.
I don't want you to be around my children unless I know you're gonna be in my life.
So why would she be a mother figure to your child?
If she knows she don't see her like that, then why?
I said no. I'm saying that.
How it's gonna be presented?
Listen. No, what I'm saying, no, it ain't about what I put it like this.
Communication thing. I need to know what you want to know
what
I have to do with you.
That's why I say, is it because of who you are or because of what somebody giving you in return? It's a difference between a bitch who love to suck dick and a bitch who sucking dick because she was told you supposed to in a relationship. You get what I'm saying? But the woman who love gonna do it better or do it with more enthusiasm or this and that because that's what she's into. You can't train a bitch that don't love to suck dick to act like a bitch that loves to suck dick, right? So what I'm saying is, if she hold on, listen. How can a nigga come off as a nigga that don't like to dick suck?
Don't get a bitch.
Are you serious?
Don't get a bitch that don't like to suck dick.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. I don't look. No, what I'm saying is, it'll be something nice if I met a chick and she felt like this is the type of woman I am, so I'm gonna offer this to him. Now it's up to me to say, hey, look, babe, hey, I appreciate that. I don't necessarily need it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying rather. You get what I'm saying?
How do you even approach women?
But that goes back to
it ain't about approaching them. Look, I have children, so if I let her know that I have children,
let me land because I feel like it's gonna make sense to you.
Y'all trying to make it.
Listen, I'm trying to connect what you saying to what we're saying, and what I feel. That's it. What I feel is that hold on, let me get this point across.
Miss Lee.
I feel that goes back to me saying basically the law of attraction with people. You attract what you are expecting, right? So if you're not right now,
I have no expectation.
Exactly.
So you don't
have
no
expectation.
So I don't
you are attracting.
I don't know who you are until I meet you.
No, listen. Right. Honestly, right now, in your relationships right now, are you in a relationship right now?
No.
Okay. Right now, are you dating? Are you looking?
I mean, I do my dab.
Okay. So when you go do your dab, do you have expectations?
Now that I know them now, yes.
I'm talking about people that you don't know.
No, people that I don't know, I have no expectation because I don't know who they are.
But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dating, do you have an expectation for what you want to interact yourself?
I know what I like, but I can't expect that they're going to give it to me. I have to find out if they can. That's what I'm saying. So I don't go into
when you say you know what you
expectations.
like, are you looking for something right now that is a mother figure of your child, or are you just looking for something to entertain you right now and not be serious?
Entertain.
Let him answer.
At the moment, because I'm building something right now, and
you looking for
that takes too much time away from what I'm trying to do.
So right now you are attracting.
Hold up.
You are. That's what you.
But I'm not complaining about nothing.
No, but let her finish. finish the
All
thought.
I'm saying, that's what you're attracting. What you're focusing on right now, that's what you're attracting. So
Women
like
can
me
feel
right
that.
now, me right now, I'm not looking for nothing serious right now because
Okay.
again, I'm building something right now. I got my career I'm building. I got things that I'm focusing on. I got myself that I'm focusing on.
Okay.
I got myself that I'm focusing on as a mother. I know right now I can't expect a man to come and provide or be a figure for my son when I'm getting myself together. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to attract, listen, I'm naturally going to attract a man that's not probably going to be trying to provide
No, that's not necessarily
for
true.
me and mine.
I'm an honest nigga. I tell my woman straight up exactly what it is. And if she gets in her feelings at that
I'm
point, that's
talking
on her.
about
So what I'm
without
saying,
saying
no.
anything.
So what I'm saying, no.
Without saying
What I'm
anything.
saying is you can't say that because even though you might let it be known that, hey, yeah, we just doing, or might not even say it. He might lay around there and meet you, but at time of spending with you, he might feel like he wants to do shit for you.
Right, okay. I
So,
get
but
it.
that don't have nothing to do with because you on some shit. He decided himself. So that's what I'm saying. Just because you're in a space don't mean other people are in that space. You get what I'm saying?
So how y'all get in the same space?
Right.
What you
How y'all
mean?
met?
We all around.
Because what she was saying is this. She was basing
All
it
I'm
from
saying
the
is-
law of attraction. And give 10 seconds of uninterruption. If you just said you don't expect her to be the mother figure,
'Cause that's not
then
what
your
you're looking
energy
for.
and your behavior is giving her those cues. So wait.
Whether you
so
realize
guess
it or
what?
not.
So you gotta understand. You project a lot of energy that non-verbally. So if you're saying, and I'm pretty sure you may have even told her, or you may have even shown her, I don't need you to get my kids dressed, and she might be staying at the house, and you might get up in the morning and cook breakfast for your children and her kids, instead of seeing if she was gonna get up and cook breakfast. You get what I'm saying? You are saying that you don't want anything serious. So you're not gonna attract the foot washer, versus if you are looking for a foot washer, then you are going to attract one because your caliber of women are going to change.
Your
That
aura
your
is
aura
gonna
is going to
change.
say, I'm looking for a woman that's going to wash
Yes.
my fucking feet.
Yes.
So-
You don't believe in energy
So
like
you
that?
mean I believe
And that's
you
all
are
your
what
belief,
you
but
are.
that's
Right,
what I
that's
believe.
right.
And I believe that anybody who is what they are will be that with you. I don't believe. Look, I believe you can put off certain energy or whatever. But what y'all talking about? If I'm just a nigga that's doing my thing and she find me attractive from afar, that has nothing to do with me wanting this, that, or third. Is she just thought I was handsome?
No.
And then if we so happen to get together,
Nah, because you could be
that shit don't
ugly.
come along. That shit don't
And your
come along.
energy, I'm in your face. What's up, ugly?
Look, or
What's
whatever.
up with ugly?
But I mean, at the end of the day, some people you be around long enough they start looking
Bring
at you.
your ugly
But-
ass here, boy.
But at the same time, that type of shit don't come until later. Is what I'm saying. I've met females in places the where it shouldn't be no rigmarole or no thoughtness and all type of shit, and then later on you find out, she thought times 10. But it's on me at that point how I'm gonna deal with it. But I'm saying, churches, you got libraries, you got different stuff, you do things.
So big, you coming to America?
Right.
No, I'm saying,
I feel like
so you've never been to a church and
Baby,
met somebody?
yes, I met my oldest daughter
Okay.
who's 25. I met her
And
dad
were
in
you
church.
trying to look for somebody at the church?
No, but it was a natural connection.
But what I'm saying is, you weren't expecting it, but it didn't mean because you didn't have the energy or somebody come talk to me, he didn't feel like I want to talk to her. You get what I'm saying?
No.
You went in there like put somebody come talk to
I don't
me.
get it. I don't because
Oh,
it's like
man.
because you put limits to energy. That's why I'm asking. You can move on.
Look, this is what we gonna do.
Yes.
We've been long on this topic, way too long.
Yes.
So we gonna go one more time before we wrap up the show. We gonna, and honestly, we need to touch upon it, but I already touched upon it, which is mental health.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We've been kind of touching on it.
Yeah, the whole
Right.
show.
Yeah.
Like, the last part has been about mental
Yeah,
health.
so pretty much, look, let's talk in detail about the importance of protecting your mental health and the fact that we do have issues that I feel like we tend to ignore. But before we do that, we're gonna go on break.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Those are birth.
So look, we back from last commercial break. You know what I'm saying? We been running it the whole time. Matter of fact, I need to see if my microphone on. Yeah, it's still on. So look, I want to ask y'all a question, man. We done talked about a lot of, what we need fixing and things of that nature. But let's talk about some of the things y'all enjoyed from prior relationships and things that you might would like to see more of in a relationship. The things that y'all like.
Okay. So, I want to say at the age of 19, I was in a serious relationship with an older guy.
How old we talking about?
I was 19 and he was 24.
Oh, that nigga ain't old.
He was older than me at
Right.
the time. So I'm 19. Basically, I'm a freshman in college. And he had just been in a previous relationship that he proposed to his ex, and she ended up leaving him. They ended up not getting married, right? So our relationship was serious, where I was technically living with him, and positively, he had a positive impact on my life at the time. So at the time, I probably wasn't at the mental capacity that he was at, because my age and trauma and stuff that I was dealing with as well. And he was a positive influence. I can't sit here and say one thing that he did wrong in a relationship. But because I wasn't happy with myself, I didn't appreciate a lot of things he did and a lot of the positive shit that he put into my life at the time.
So Jay, let me ask you this. You said you wasn't happy with yourself.
Right.
What is it about yourself that you wasn't happy about?
I guess I was at a point where I was figuring myself out, and being acceptance to past things that happened to me as a kid. I witnessed, my father passed away from a suicide, and I found him, me and my sisters. So throughout my life growing up, it was kind of like a mental battle with myself, accepting a man that either gave up on his kids and the life and his family that he had, or accepting the fact that I don't know if he did or didn't take his life. So it's kind of like a mental battle of accepting that. So to have a positive male aspect in my life on a relationship level and not be in a mental place where I understand what a healthy relationship is, what a good man is, what a man is supposed to do, X, Y, and Z, I didn't take that serious. So ultimately that relationship ended because of me. I didn't take it serious. I ended up cheating. He caught me cheating. And when he caught me cheating, he didn't break up with me. He didn't want to leave. He wanted to work things out. But I chose to leave because I knew mentally
So let me ask you
I could
this.
give him what he needed
From
a woman.
By you getting caught cheating and he didn't leave you, do you consider him to be a duck?
No. I never, till this day, even when he chose what he chose, looked at him like a duck ass nigga. I chose to not manipulate him, continue to manipulate him in the state that he was in, because I knew I couldn't provide him or be the woman that he needed in his life. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna give all these things to a woman and I can't reciprocate it, then I don't deserve to have. I felt I didn't deserve to have that in my life at that time because I couldn't give you
Does
what
he know
I
this?
deserved, huh?
Does he know this?
That what? What I'm saying? Yeah.
How you feel about it?
Yeah. Because even after me breaking up with him, after he wanted to stay with me, I broke up with him. He still wanted to do things, wanted to take me places, buy shit, and I was just like, no. You know what I'm saying? I would literally tell him, I don't deserve that. I don't want you to buy me stuff. I don't want none of that.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So was he tender?
I don't want to disrespect a man that was doing what I feel a man's supposed to do for a woman to say that he's tender. Because ultimately, if you asked me at 19, I would have been like, yeah, that nigga tender. And he's stupid because I'm doing X, Y, and Z. And he's still trying to. But ultimately, is that not the type of man that a woman is seeking?
That's a good-hearted, because that could go both ways. Like a nigga would be out here cheating on you. You stay because you supposed to be a down ass bitch.
Look, we gonna keep this positive though. I know you had a point.
This is positive. Back to what she was saying. If you gonna be that down ass bitch and stay, and you know your man out here doing X, Y, and Z, are you still not gonna cook for him?
Right.
Is he still not gonna have a hot meal when he come home?
stayed.
But and that was my decision. Right, not my decision, but that was the decision to stay. That's y'all label as a down ass bitch or a bitch, a trophy wife or whoever else who knows her man is out there doing X, Y, and Z, and she comes home and she's still at home. She play her role, or not even play her role, but even if it's not a role, like she genuinely cares. Like, but I wouldn't want to see you, even if she wasn't there. He would be out here doing all kind of other shit if it wasn't for her work in place. Just like he was speaking positivity, speaking life into her. Like, but she felt like it wasn't the right time. So that was on her if she wanted to break it up or continue that. So as on the woman's side, when you do that and you still need to speak life into that man, but that is looked upon not as a duck, but she a down ass bitch, right?
I mean, I've heard other women reference other women that stay around as being duck ass bitches or duck ass.
But
from a male's point of view.
And what she was saying too is that nobody wants somebody who's gonna leave them when they fuck up. Like, because that's just it. At the end of the day, I know people say cheating is a choice. However, you have to look at everything. You can't just make those assumptions off of that. But going back to the positive side, I had a relationship that was about 2 years ago. And we did everything together. But it was the friendship. It was the friendship. It was the laughs. It was the conversation. We were able to talk about everything. And we really were a couple that were each other's best friends, because that shit is possible. And the one thing that I regret was we actually did love each other too much. So we were in that space of only wanting to be with each other. And whenever I tried to branch off and get back into my business and get back into everything that I had going on, because he didn't have as much going on as I did, it was an issue about me being gone all the time. And then, in this business, we're around a lot of men. So if I'm taping or if I'm filming this and I'm with the guys all the time, he wasn't feeling that. So, and I looked at the fact of he didn't have enough to do, so he was fixated on what I had going on. So that's what broke it up. But other than that, I enjoyed the friendship. That was a positive aspect of that relationship.
All right, Biggz, you want to speak on it?
I enjoy understanding. Something as simple as that. Understanding that I am who I am. Express myself how I express myself. If I'm telling you about something, it's because I care, not because I'm trying to control you. Somebody who can understand it, that's always a good thing. If you are around me and I'm talking to homeboys and we talking, it ain't so that's how you really feel, you know what I'm saying? A chick that like, hey, that's how you feel, that's what you think. Or even taking into consideration, that's probably why I can see why, I might not agree with it, but I can understand why he feel. Like, just understand. It ain't even nothing tangible, just effort. You just need effort to be understanding. And a woman that can put in that effort, that's number two. That effort to be understanding is not even just understanding, just knowing, the effort of knowing somebody even care. Even if I don't need it, just to know that you would is enough for me type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And I've had that multiple times with multiple women. You know what I'm saying? Like, separate. Not together. You know what I'm saying? But look, the things like that. She don't have to give me nothing but something that gives me more, like make me feel like it's okay for me to go out here and risk. Go out here and do, you know what I'm saying? Go out here and build. Because I know, I got a little something behind me that's always a beautiful plan.
That's what's up. I feel that. All right, Yannie, you want to speak on that thing? You the youngest of the bunch, so, tell us about your life experience. She's like, I don't like nothing for these niggas.
Yeah, like this courage.
Like that was one person.
Right, this was me. I had to go back.
Let me see. Let me think about it, because at the end of the day, I feel like what's most needed, the most positive thing is friendship. Like, okay, so we might not be able to build on something, but we can't build if we ain't got no friendship. Like, you just want to hop in the bed, you want to just, you want to take me out to eat, and then after you want to hop in the bed. Take me to the movies, hop in the bed. That's all you want to do, Netflix and chill. Like, what else do you do? Like, communication, talk to me. Like, I like to be talked to. I want you to tell me what you like, what you don't like, what do you enjoy, why you may be the way you be. Like, I could tell, and I could, vice versa, I could tell you the same thing, but that's only if you're willing to listen. I'm not about to just open myself up to somebody who just want to Netflix and chill. Like, because you get what you give. And if you feel like, okay, well, I see you, okay, so let's see, I might go out one night and I see you at this place. We've been giving each other, like, you know, the little cute eyes, but that's all we got. It might be a connection, it is, but that's the law of attraction. You like what you like. So, but if we can't build on nothing out of that, I don't see it, like, you know.
So what is it that you like, y'all? Friendship? Is that what you're trying to tell?
She said, sounds like she likes somebody that has depth to them outside of doing
outside of.
So tell me, have you had that experience then?
Okay, so once I had this one relationship, I did meet a guy, and it was off of the, you know, what they say, cute eyes, sleep eyes, weak eyes, I don't fucking know. But it felt like I probably met him in a past life. Like, and people say that, like, I don't know if y'all believe in that, but as far as meeting people in your past lives, but it was just something about him. I ain't never seen you before, but it was, your spirit was very so much familiar. Like, you caught my eye, and then I made the block, and you still catching my eye on some shit. So, got to know each other, maybe went out, and it wasn't even about nothing, and that's what I like. We go out, and you not expressing yourself as far as like, oh, well, yeah, let me see what's under your skirt. Like, yeah, I know you might want to know that, but you just verbally expressing that might turn me off. I might not like that, but the fact that we might be laying next to each other, and it's still nothing about that, and we still talking about, me and you still having conversation, we laying next to each other. That is something more of on an intimate level than me and you even touching each other.
That mental.
That mental. If you could mind fuck me, you could do anything. That's all you need.
That mental connection.
And it's sorry that sometimes you can't hold the mental connection. Sometimes you can't hold a mental connection, because I feel like after you give your body away, then sometimes some people may have manipulated, may have changed the way their mental state is, but then you just know that's just something that they have to work on. But I mean, that's all in their characteristics, how they move. But like communication, what I like, friendships. I have a lot of friends. I'm not gonna say I have a lot of friends, but let me know what you about. I wanna gain that connection. Cause in the end, we can go along with friendships. Like some people say, he's been my friend, she's been my friend for I don't know how long. But to gain that connection with somebody, you need that. If you see longevity with somebody, you need that. It ain't no way around it.
All right. Well, look, we done kind of got off on what everybody like and what what gets them, off, so to speak. So, man, y'all looking sad to the motherfucker, man. I'm looking at that shit. I'm trying to get it on the positive though. Y'all looking like shit. I should have kept with the rigmarole.
Right. You should have kept with the bullshit, with the yaya.
Man, look, man,
You didn't want to do this because I was like, when you said that, I'm like, ain't nobody up here in a relationship right now, so we had some positive shit we want to think about. We'll probably still with them, be with them people, so you made us.
Well, I really try to put y'all on blast, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been talking all this shit all
You
day.
made us all go back, like, we all had to go back to when it was a great time.
Like really, anything that's dealing with me happen right now, and this is really what it is. Conversation, I don't have to be in the conversation to speak on. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to be happy with me at the moment. So, so you know, I'm.
So shit, Shake, man, tell a joke or something to the end of the motherfucker.
You just like you wanted this baby just to sing on sight. I can't tell no fuck. Nah, you gonna be.
I'm joking with you. I'm just saying.
No, but that was the response though.
I got one for you, Joe. If you see a turtle on a fence post, somebody put him down.
It really was funny, but especially with the distance on the show, I'm not gonna laugh.
I'm like, shit, man. I'm looking at the film. Jade looks sad to the motherfucker earlier because now, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Biggz over there just sipping in his cup, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking like, man, I ain't never had to show this sad. Like, fuck.
It's not sad. We just had, honestly, look at how hard we've been going on. You also say you hadn't had a show that you would have been this quiet, so we gave you some time to talk. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, shit, well, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Well, look, whatever the fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the show up. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Hold on. Before we roll out, let them know where to find y'all again.
My name is Jade. You can find me at the Jade Angelle. You can follow the Green Project. That's my mental health awareness nonprofit, and Third Eye Music Group as well. You can follow that too.
All right.
Biggz, you can find me on Instagram. Well, no, you can't find me. But Instagram, Biggz is hit 225. You don't find me, you just so happy to see me.
Oh, okay. Because he be doing miscellaneous shit.
Right. There's so much in the car.
See, that's understanding right there.
All right. Yannie, _Yannie Badass, YANNIEBADAZZ. That's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clothing. Yeah. Next October. Rendezvous Rebel.
Yes.
Come out. You like to go out. You like to meet new people. You like to do stuff that's not regular. We know. That's me. Rendezvous Rebel. At rendezvous.rebel. Instagram.
Alright.
Sha Boogie at I Am Glam Hustle for all things funny, all things edible, all things weed, and just hot shit. And controversy.
Say, Sha, you gonna come be on our comedy show? You know what I'm saying?
It all depends on who's on there, because I don't hit the stage with anybody.
Hey, well, look, we listen to Antidote. We only fuck with heavy hitters now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm there for you.
All day I say. You know
I'm there for you.
So yeah, but look, I'm gonna shout myself out. Shout out to nigga Joe, you know what I'm saying? International Joe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But look, you know what I'm saying? Make sure to follow us on Instagram at The Antidote. You can follow me on Joe on the Track. You know, I asked you to sing and I asked you to make a joke, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a beat for y'all.
Okay.
I'm fucking with y'all, but look, man, y'all make sure to go follow us on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon, YouTube.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Go get all the music that we put out and provide. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with us. You know what I'm saying?
All that.
All right, we out.
Thank you.